Previously on the Osrynn Tales live D&D, episode 21 of the offline game. Our heroes had just escaped from the sewers of Ravensblood Hollow after fighting the Thieves Guild and their true master, an ancient creature known as an aboleth. Most everyone, jaded from their battles, goes back to the Adventurers Hall to rest for the night, but Tail, having never experienced such terrible events, went back to his father's library in order to research aboleths and how to kill them. Late that night, while Tail was working and the rest of the group was sleeping, a handful of assassins from the Thieves Guild tried to assassinate the weak and tired group, appearing in the library and the Adventurers Hall. After quickly dispatching the assassins in the guild hall, the group rushes to the library to check on Tail, only to find him studying a myriad of books and scrolls in the private section of the library, while two assassins hang from a ceiling beam, crying about how it's unlawful to kidnap people. Finally safe, the group sleeps on some cots provided by Tail's father, and in the morning they decide to leave Ravensblood once and for all. The group spends all the money they have left from the Drazan treasure hoard to buy a one-way ticket to Tristiel-Aran, the Silver City, the capital of Emirius. For a few days they stay in the city. Tail does research, and the rest of the group negotiates a deal to guard a caravan train back to Renaeus-Elenar. While working for the wagon train, they meet a paladin named Vilmar of the White Raven, who is on a personal quest to trace the footsteps of his ancestors while he searches for a lost family heirloom, a magical scabbard that was lost 5 years ago when his family's home was destroyed in Raven's blood. The fates are always weaving their threads to bring important people together, and it turns out that the scabbard that Rowan bought in Renaeus-Elenar was the scabbard to Vilmar's family heirloom. Vilmar explains that he still wants to check out the ruins to the west of Renaeus-Elenar to potentially find out what his ancestors were doing when they found the sword, and the group agrees to give him the scabbard and help him navigate the ruins as long as he gives them an extra share of any treasure they find. 2 months of traveling, training, and prepping for their new adventure have passed. We rejoin our heroes now, on the dawn of their newest quest, to take Vilmar of the White Raven to the ruins west of Renaeus-Elenar and help him discover the clues to the location of his family's sacred weapon. Will our new hero find what he is looking for? Will Tail find out how to kill the aboleth plaguing his city? And will Rowan ever recover the money he spent on a scabbard he'll never use? Find out now on the Osrynn Tales live D&D episode 22. Enjoy the show. Welcome in, everybody. Let's turn a light on me. There we go. Okay, I think we're finally ready to play some Dungeons and Dragons. Let's go around the table and introduce everybody. We've got, let them know who you're playing. We've got the Righteous Rachel with us tonight.
Hello, I'm playing Reshi, a Dragonborn monk.
We've got Sangretti.
Hey, I'm playing Tail and Pages. I'm a kobold wizard.
Got the Genie Bro.
I am Rowan Janae, Bard Extraordinaire.
We've got the Chaddest Chad.
Quothe, the Goliath Barbarian.
And
Hey, Mutt.
introducing tonight our newest member of the party. We've got Jobus25.
I'm playing Vilmar of the White Raven, a human paladin.
Who the this guy?
Right?
Who the fuck is this guy?
Get him
Oh,
out
uh,
of here.
Where'd this dude come from?
So last week when we played off stream, were you guys, for the audience, were you guys last saw us? We teleported out of Raven's Blood Hollow. We made a thieves guild angry. Teleported out. They went to the capital city of Emirius. They spent a little bit of time there, trying to organize a trip back to their hometown of Asari / the city just across the Celestine Bay called Reneus Alinar. Rec, we did have a secret time without you guys, just to kind of feel out the new party dynamic and everything else. You know, kind of ease Jobus into everything. You don't want to just throw him right in on stream. Know what I'm saying? It only ended in 2 pregnancies, exactly. Thank you for the host. So yeah, last week it was, standard travel stuff. I didn't mention it in the recap because nothing spectacular really happened in the fight. Like nobody died or anything. So, but they did fight a troll on a bridge. Pretty standard troll stuff. He was complaining about not having the proper paperwork to accept tolls yet, and so he was just trying to prevent them from crossing the bridge. It was a fun little time, but they met Vilmar of the White Raven. Learned that his family sword is the sword that belongs with the scabbard that the party found early on in the last quest
Allegedly.
line. Allegedly is the same sword, right? Yeah. And Jobus is on a personal quest to retrace the footsteps of his ancestors and try to reclaim his family's heirloom that has been lost since the attack on Raven's Blood that happened previous to this campaign, in a prior campaign that I ran for friends of mine. Cast Noir rating with a party of 8. Welcome in, everybody. You came in right at the right time. We just started up not only this session, but we've just started we're starting a brand new quest line here tonight with a brand new player. Our adventuring party of Reshi, Tail, Rowan, and Quothe met a paladin on the road back to their hometown in our secret session last week, and they've decided to help him search for a family heirloom that he lost when his hometown came under siege by a vampire fighting another adventuring group in a Power Rangers style Megazord battle. That is actually a thing that I did in a D&D game many years ago. But we're getting started here tonight. You guys have been taking a bit of a break. You trying to organize your new adventure, trying to get supplies around and all that stuff, training up to level 5, yada yada yada. Let me grab my notes here. So we'll start out. Tail did some research on some various things. He's still putting the pieces together, and so he's been kind of like a cloistered scholar with all this stuff, right? But one thing he did find, which might be interesting to note, we'll be kind of looking for some of this stuff moving forward. I found the schematics to create the Periapt of Wound Closure. Is a magic item that helps you not die. But he needs to find Blessed Silver and Pure Ooze. And Pure Ooze is the remains of a gelatinous cube or black pudding purified by the waters from the elemental plane of water. So he's got some adventuring and some work ahead of him. But he's on the road to crafting a cool magic item. Rowan spends his time while training and doing all this downtime stuff in between sessions. He spent the last month or so in Asari just hanging out, relaxing, playing some tunes, you know. And in the
Writing an epic.
in the offline roles that I made for these little downtime events, not only was he able to provide himself with a comfortable living situation of, you know, a nice feather bed to sleep in and all the wine and drugs and concubines that he wants to avail himself of, he actually made a net profit of 25 gold.
Hell yeah.
For literally working the job that he's supposed to be working. Reshi spent her time to double down on her martial arts training and learned how to use the katana, a long sword variation. She already knew monks they know how to use short swords and stuff. She trained using the long sword, so she's got a one or two-handed sword. And I did let her know that I had a bit of a surprise for her. I did some rolls. Her teacher taught her a special fighting technique. So this is a little bit involved here. But now Reshi knows how to fight dirty. She can do this. You can do this a number of times equal to your dexterity modifier, which I think right now is 3. You regain your ability to fight dirty on a short or long rest. But basically, what you do is you can use any proficient dexterity check that you have, so like acrobatics or something like that, that you're already proficient in. It's sort of like grappling, right? You set a DC, right, by fighting dirty. So you would roll your acrobatics and there's a target number, and then I have to save against it with Constitution of the character. So then I roll a Constitution save, and if I, match your number or exceed it, there's no effects. If I don't match it, then your fighting dirty style succeeds. And when you fight dirty, this is something you want to do at the start of a turn, because if I fail my saving throw, your attacks for the next round have advantage.
Okay.
So it's like, sucker punching them in the stomach or rubbing dirt in their eyes or, smashing a bottle over their head. Just all like the down and dirty kind of like literally fighting dirty, like just getting any kind of advantage as you can on them. So you'd want to
Especially use dick punch. It's super.
yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I want to fight dirty. Just go for
Exactly.
it. Okay.
Quothe, he spends his time carousing in the month that they have to prepare for this next journey. He goes carousing with the common folk of Asari. He gains 3 contacts, 3 favorable contacts during his time carousing. 2 of which I'm gonna let Chad tell me who he wants to be his contact. It would be, something like if you come across an interesting NPC or something along those lines, you're like, oh, I think that guy might be able to help me out in the future. You can just be like, I want that guy to be one of my contacts, right? And that's we're looking for common folk, so it could be like the town blacksmith or like the dock master, you know, working folk, right? The third one, someone I came up with. Do I have a name for this guy? I do not have a name for this guy. So if anybody wants to redeem a name with their channel points, Quothe, you also meet a traveling sellsword who's hanging out in Asari. He just got here. He's heard that it's like a cool hip happening place for adventuring. You outdrink him one night on a bet, and now he owes you a favor. So basically when you go carousing and stuff, like, this will be something where you can like leverage people for like a piece of information, you know. So this guy's like a sellsword. He's worked all around the world. He may have just interesting bits of lore to tell you. He might have like a quest or something, you know, might know like a lead on like a magic item that, you know, or something like that. But he can help you with giving you information or some kind of simple task, you know, like if you are off on an adventure or something and you like really need to get a message to someone in a city that you don't have time to get to, like you could be like, hey, go tell that guy this thing. These contacts are not gonna fight to the death for you. They're not. I mean, they might fight for you, like if they're fighting people, like this sellsword might back you up in a bar fight, but he's not gonna die for you because you beat him in a drinking game, right? And it's like a one and done thing,
game.
right? It's like a one and done thing. Like once you call in the favor, like you have to go carousing again. And you can carouse the specific person again if you want. Like if you think they're a real valuable target to like have to owe you favors. But it's like once they do like the special task for you, they're like, hey, we're even now. Cool. I'm gonna go live my own life kind of thing. And Vilmar, he spends his time doing some minor enchantments that he knows as a spellcaster. He makes some minor enchantments to his sword and to his armor. They are both a +1 now, and I think we discussed that the sword is a +1d4 radiant damage.
Yeah, we added the 1d4 radiant damage to it.
It's
Bonus.
just a super clean sword.
This is a
Surface
real
style.
clean, yeah. Bonus effect, because I rolled pretty well for you as well during these downtime activities. You made you're like really good friends with the town blacksmith now. He's an elf by the name of Calamar. Or wait, no, not Calamar.
I was gonna say, wasn't that
That's yeah, a lot of Filarion. That's his name. Filarion Lawayne is his name.
I'm sorry, Lil Wayne, did you say?
Lil
did-
Wayne.
I-
Lil Weezy.
Fluttering little Wayne.
Yeah. Here's
The rapping blacksmith.
there's a picture of Filarion Lawayne. Not Lil Wayne, just L apostrophe, not Lil.
The blacksmith rap battles.
Hey, you never know what he gets up to on the weekends. So there's a picture of Filarion. Listen, we're in an elven heavy area of the world, you guys. There's a lot of elves names that I gotta keep track of. But with all of the bookkeeping taken care of here, we are going to actually, where is my map? I need to look up on
Where
the
are
map.
we going?
Well, you guys are
Where was our
currently-
lead?
Here's where the sword bits.
Yes.
Gotcha.
So you guys are preparing to head across the Celestine Bay back to Asari, and then from Asari or sorry, over to Reneus Elenar, and then from Reneus Elenar, you're gonna head to these ruins up here, which is the ruined castle slash temple of Tristiel, which is a name that you've heard before, for many reasons. One, the capital city is Tristiel Aran, the Silver City, named after the moon, one of the 3 moons of Osrynn, also called Tristiel, is a elven goddess known as the Silver Lady. Tristiel is a very bright moon. It's an ice body, so it's very bright in the night sky.
Are we taking a ship across the bay again?
You will be, yes.
In our adventure of doing that, I have a thing I would like to do.
Cast Galder's Tower on the
Okay.
ship.
No, I don't want to do that. However, I do want to spend the time on the ship to make 2 scrolls and hand the scrolls to Vilmar.
Okay.
They are scrolls of haste.
Trolls of haste. Nice.
Should we give Vilmar any of those potions that Damu had Genie juggle the other day?
He's a paladin. It's fine.
I mean, that's up to you guys.
Oh, with
I'm not-
the genie.
I think Genie's drinking them now.
He's having dinner, bro.
He's chugging them.
Sorry, guys.
Oh, eat up, man.
So, give
Just
me
don't drink the yellow
one.
potion.
Give me 1 second here,
Not
guys.
yet.
I thought I saved a file. I didn't save a file. I need to
Uh-oh.
open Photoshop and save a file real quick. I did all this work, and I never actually saved the picture. But I'll start to do some narration here while I actually upload the picture to the game. You guys are getting ready to set out, back across the bay, to, finalize some of your, the gear and stuff that you got to get or whatever, before doing this, adventure. And you are asked by the mayor of Asari to join as the honored guests at a sort of festival celebration for the town, honoring you guys. Well, specifically honoring let's see, it would have been, I believe, Reshi and Sift, Damu, and Rowan. And was Quothe there at the Drazan fight?
Nope.
No, he came right after that.
I'm off the hook.
So he can get drunk in the crowd and not make us look
Yep.
bad.
Carousing
Can he,
part
though?
2.
Can he, though? If he can keep his loincloth on.
Right.
We could just put the loincloth of smothering back on him.
I think I want to get a kilt.
When is this
You can
festival
get
going to
it.
take place?
Right
It
now.
is, yeah, it's taking place like the day or two before you guys are set to ship out to go on this adventure. I will.
Our ship's going to be blown off course, and we're going to hit this little castle reef thing down here. I see it now.
Interesting.
Did you look at my notes?
Carousing gives you certain potential at being prophetic. So we'll see how it goes.
That's what it is.
I will be right back. I smell burning, and there shouldn't be anything on fire in my house.
Mm.
That's
Uh-oh.
what you think.
It's not funny. I mean,
It's
it was
funny 'cause
funny.
it's true.
It was funny, but that's bad.
There goes the
What do you
speakeasy. He's
mean?
trying to collect that insurance money.
Oh man.
Oh. All right, so I have the map uploaded here. Let me go bring you guys over to this map real quick.
Is it a map of the party?
It is a map of Asari. Now I've already done
Oh, you
like the
updated it?
new. We've done the new map. You guys have seen the new maps that I made. I made an update to it over the weekend, and that's what I didn't. That's what I didn't actually update.
Save.
Update. Yeah. So they just to the east of like this main section of town here, they've added in a new addition to the town. You guys are all invited over to this part of town. There's the whole town is like there's festival music playing. There's like food stalls that are open in like the market. There's like really simple carnival games like trying to toss a ball into like a bucket that's really far away, like standard carnival games and stuff. But you guys are brought to this little walled in park, and you find yourselves here. I'll reveal the park. Why did that? I've been having issues with the reveal function recently, guys.
I
Alright,
see
I'll
it
show
all.
you.
I see it all. I immediately go over to the.
So there's so you open up the park. Everybody can come in. And you can see there's like this big object in the back of the park that's covered in a sheet. And the mayor, Mayor McMuddybottom, that elf that looks like Bill Murray, is hanging out. And he's got Sift up there with
Do
him.
they socially distance here?
No.
Wow.
No
They're
mascuses.
They're
Is
not,
this a shrine to the Ring of Counterspell?
yeah. No, it unfortunately is not. They only just heard about the Ring of Counterspell and the cool stuff that you did with it over at Faith Loquan's Wizard Tower. No, the mayor is hanging out here, and he gives this big speech about how you guys are the saviors of Asari, and without you guys, specifically Rowan, Reshi, Sift, and Damu. Damu's also here. He came back to Asari with you guys. He's gonna be hanging out here for a while. The four of you guys, he lauds you as the heroes of Asari. Without you, surely Drazan and his goblin army would have overtaken this small frontier town, killed everybody and turned everybody into skeleton and zombie warriors as Drazan was trying to take over the material plane to, become a greater demon within the pantheon of demons and stuff. And at the end of his speech, he says, and specifically in honor of Sift giving her life to save our town, we have commissioned a statue of Sift. And he unveils a statue of Sift, the warlock, and she's got her big corkscrew lance weapon up there. Everybody's like cheering and stuff. But it is just a statue of Sift, since she's the one who actually died during the fight. And on
Mistakes
the
were made.
on the plaque, it says Sift, hero of Asari.
But she got better.
She got better.
She did. She did get better.
She was
But
a
yeah.
little weird afterwards, but yeah.
A little weird. I think it's got a little weird.
Look,
Yeah. So
dying's pretty
Sift
rough
has
on you,
been
alright?
Sift has been enshrined in the town now. She's still alive. I mean, I think she's still kicking around here.
Didn't we leave her to do all our
overseeing?
guild stuff? Yeah.
Yeah. She's overseeing the construction of your guild hall and all that stuff. Which is nearly completed. They are like literally putting the shingles on the roof right now. It will definitely like 100% be built and functional by the time you guys get back. Interestingly enough, 2 months of travel and downtime is only 56 days here. Every month in Osrynn is only 28 days. And it takes just around 60 or so days, I think, to actually complete it. And they planning and schematics and all that stuff. You guys literally were only in I did the actual count. You were only in Ravensblood Hollow for 4 days. Those 10 sessions we did were 4 in-game days.
Shit up in
You guys were busy in those 4 days. You did not just want to hang out and have beers and just take in the sights. You were just immediately going hard on stuff. It looks like we've got some bardic inspirations coming in from Cascadia Studios. Got some bardic for Rowan and for Quothe. So I'm sure those will come in handy. But yeah, you guys, on the night before you guys are ready to leave, there's this huge party. There's that festival. Sift's getting, praised by everybody in town. They're they do the whole, she sits on a chair and they raise her up, over a crowd, kind of like they do at a bar mitzvah. It's weird. You don't know why. It's not like she's becoming a man today. But well, maybe she is. She is a changeling. She is a changeling. Maybe it is her bar mitzvah. But yeah, it's a big celebration. Everybody has a great time coming in and having a good old kegger. And yeah, you guys will have a guild hall when you return. The guild hall will have room for 25 beds. 25, you can have up to 25 people staying there. So that would be you 5 plus you could hire out 20 other adventurers to do jobs and stuff. It's sort of like an MLM, you hire in people, they go off and do quests, you take a percentage. They can hire new people and they take a percentage and you take a percentage of the percentage.
It's a pyramid scheme.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But yeah, you guys, if there's anything special you guys want to do during the whole festival party thing, just let me know. Otherwise, we'll just move right along with after Sif's statue commemoration
Sounds good.
Let's move right along. Unless anybody else wants to do something.
No.
Trying to think. We can move it along, and I'll pass on. I don't think I
Do you
really
wanna
have
go-
anything later.
Pass
You want to go
on
see the guy about a hat?
No, I'm good on hats right now.
I could use some sweet wizard robes though. That's on my
Let's
list.
do it. Let's go shopping. Get you some sweet wizard robes.
Yeah, let's go shopping.
The
Kothe, you want to go shopping with us?
I suppose we can. I mean, I'm sure we'll find like some wizard togas +2 or something wherever we're going. We should be fine.
Vestan, the town tanner, and apprentice tailor, and Asari could, like, I don't know, sew a burlap sack together for you, Tail.
Sounds good. Let's do it. I've changed my mind. Let's go. I completely agree with this plan.
She she's like, she does some measurements, and she judges you to be about the size of a standard pillowcase. Just cuts a hole, just cuts 3 holes in a pillowcase and gives you a belt. Like, there you go.
Actually, technically, it would need 4. Doesn't he have a tail?
That's the 3 holes.
Well, his head and his arms.
Head in his arms.
I think
yeah.
he's just sticking his legs through it, yeah, and then
Yeah,
putting a
okay.
belt on
Look,
it.
because there's already a hole in a pillowcase. It's how you put the pillow in and out.
Yeah, but I'm saying, what about his
Yeah.
tail?
Tail knows that
The
this
3
is
holes.
basically a
Yeah,
burlap
just-
sack, but he is super happy that someone made him something, and he's just going with it like it's fancy robes and dress.
Just strutting around.
Just
He
gonna
just
pat him on the
uses-
back.
You just
Smile.
use prestidigitation to, like, make it look cool.
Yeah. I just press the digitation to turn it into straight up black mage robes.
So yeah, you guys, Tail, you get a cool new a robe, and you guys head on over to take the boat to across the Celestine Bay, and head back to Reneus Elenar, where if you have any last minute things that you guys need to get before going on your adventure, now is the time. You have a whole heap of health potions that Damu gave you guys. But if there's anything else that you think you guys are going to need for this quest, let me know. That includes things like information gathering.
I think you gave me a breastplate +1, and I have no idea why.
That is so that your character sheet lined up with the correct amount of armor you're supposed to have.
Yes.
Ooh.
So we're heading to
So-
those ruins, right?
The that armor that you got from Drazan's treasure hoard has the same stats as a +1 breastplate.
Gotcha.
We're heading to those ruins, right? Outside
Right.
of Reneus.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys are.
Would
zooming
anybody
in.
in the town maybe know anything about them? Maybe like, previously been there. Like
they
like
they might.
who
might.
would be a good
I
person
could
to
lean
talk
on
about
one
that?
of my contacts, if you have a good idea who a contact could be.
So too late.
You could.
We've already-
I mean, that sellsword might have traveled through that area. Literally, I mean, kind of talking to people is like up to you, but there's like a library, there's other adventures in Reneus Elenar. Like, to be specific, remember, like, I know Jeannie and Quothe and now Jobus, you guys weren't here at the beginning of the whole campaign, but the conceit to start this campaign was that the group traveled from Reneus Elenar to Asari in the first place because Reneus Elenar had a bunch of level 5 guilds and, like, adventuring groups already. And at level 1, they just weren't getting jobs because people would rather hire, a more robust adventuring group. But now
So
that you guys are
question,
level 5, like you are on the same level playing field as any other adventuring group in Reneus Alinar, and they might know some stuff.
While we were kind of doing our thing and hanging out, is there a chance that I might have brought that up during like drinking conversations? Maybe learned a little something about that area, or did we not discuss any of that while we were doing our thing? Because I was hanging out with K Money, so I'm sure we would have talked about it a little bit.
Go ahead and roll a persuasion check.
Persuasion.
Persuasion.
Oh.
25.
I almost
Hell
had you
yeah.
without the 7.
You guys, yeah, you guys, while you're carousing and hanging out and doing stuff, kind of talking about going across the bay to check out Elantris, the ruins to the west of Reneus Alinar, and you guys, what?
Elon's
that?
Piss? Is that what the name
Elon's, yep, Elon's Piss, exactly.
Okay.
Elon's coin purse is what I heard.
I do all this work and I get no respect.
Those are nice rolls, though.
No respect at all, you guys. You guys do learn a little bit of information.
Less now that you smarted off, but a little bit.
You guys learn Elantris, the ruins to the west of Reneus Alinar. You learn that it predates the founding of Reneus Alinar. That city is well over 500 years old. You also learn of that it's located in a special grove in this forest. Where legend says that every 1,000 years, this grove experiences a celestial event that they call Lahaina Midnight. Now, in the real world, Lahaina Noon is when the sun is like legitimately directly overhead, and the things that cast shadows are just directly underneath them, and it looks like they're not casting shadows at all. So basing it off of that, Lahaina Midnight is this thing every 1,000 years. The moon, Tristiel, is part of a solar eclipse. And during that solar eclipse, this grove is in the line on the planet where no shadows are cast at all. There's some rumors that the elves are empowered with their moon magic, their moon-based magics during this time. But yeah,
elves with their moon magic.
But yeah, it's one of those, just a little bit of lore that happens every 1,000 years or so. And with that 25, you guys would also learn that there is supposedly a hidden elven vault called the Vault of Eteria, which is filled with both magic and death that can only be opened during the Lahaina Midnight.
I guess that's coming up.
It might be. You're not quite.
Was that just information going to Jeannie and chat or?
That is information that they found out. Whether or not they want to share it with you guys.
I'm willing to share all that with the group because I don't want to get murdered if we go out there, and I would like for everybody else to know what we know.
We're not going
Okay.
to withhold anything back.
Yeah, not in that particular situation.
Tactical
willing
just
to-
came in.
Then, okay, once Vilmar hears about, the 1,000 years and stuff, he wants to search records for any recorded last event of this. I forgot what he called it. This moon,
Okay, but I
and-
explained it to Jobus, and I called it the hyena midnight.
the hyena midnight.
Hey, Tactical came in and gave me DM inspiration. Just put it up there. I didn't make it up. It's on my thing.
Oh yeah, yep. There it is.
Tail will assist in finding the information here because he's a researcher. That's what he does. He is super stoked to help out and find information.
That is true. I think you even have like the researcher perk in your background, right?
I do, yeah. I may not know the information, but I damn well know where I can find it.
You guys can give me investigation rolls to find out some more information about the comings and goings of the La Hyena Midnight.
I'll roll, but I have terrible investigation.
Same here.
That's okay. That's mainly what I'm suited for is investigation, so we're good.
I have a friggin' +6. I rolled a 3. What is that garbage? Like, I have the best investigation here. And then it's like, oh.
I love that. Again. Once again, Quothe coming in with the highest investigation.
And he called it the wrong thing. He's like, "Oh yeah, here it is."
Finding, he found the hidden door at Faith Laquan's wizard tower. Now he's like digging up information in a library somewhere about this weird magic event.
Don't underestimate Double.
Chad called it. The La Hyena Midnight is actually supposed to happen. Not like tomorrow or anything. This is like something maybe for a future adventure. But the La Hyena Midnight should happen, quote unquote, next year in game, which for you guys in game would actually be like
500 sessions.
Well, I mean, you guys could just say we wait for 1 year and then next session could be this. Like, you guys control the flow of time.
we'll see
and I
you
was
guys
gonna
next
say that Osrynn actually is a 16-month calendar. But this would be like, I mean, we've played, I want to say like 4 or 5 months have passed in game. So it's less than a year away. It's, probably like we'll say like in game next summer, right? You
It's
guys are
been
like
84
coming up to
years.
fall right now. But yeah, this is coming up. The celestial event is coming up. The information you find about previous events, the last time it was actually opened was 3,000 years ago. You're not sure. They don't have records of like what actually like went on at the vault 3,000 years ago. They only know that some object of great power and importance was placed there for safekeeping. And the last 2 times, so 2,000 years ago and 1,000 years ago, were the only times in recent history when a group of elves known as Eladrin have shown up outside of their home continent of Seer, to like protect this vault. The Eladrin in this campaign world are like, I don't want to say like super elves because they're not like super powerful, but they're like the pinnacle of elven society. Like, you think like high elves are like high and mighty and all snooty and holier than thou. They're like your best friend compared to how big of an ego an Eladrin has. Like, they even look down on other elves. They were a specific group of elves that were chosen to protect the Tree of Life after the Tree of Life was injured in the 10,000 Years War, which separated the Third and Fourth Era. Used to be that everyone was immortal on Osrynn. The Tree of Life was injured, and the elves saved it from being perished altogether. That's when humans and halflings and everyone became mortals. But gifting, because the elves saved this Tree of Life, it uses just the tiniest bit of extra power that it still has, besides just keeping things alive. It uses the tiniest bit of remainder power to grant the elves as agelessness, so they can't age to death. They can still get diseases, they can still be murdered, they can still die, but they can never grow old and just die from old age. And the Eladrin are a group of elves that protect the Tree of Life and other very important places to the elves. So the last two Lahaina Midnights are the only times in recent memory that the Eladrin have been seen like anywhere other than the Tree of Life in this world.
But that event's not going to happen for another year, you said.
Yeah, it's not gonna like affect your searching of this place for information about why your specific ancestors were there a couple hundred years ago. Like, your
So if we
ancestors.
Wait a year. We can be vault hunters and do like a Borderlands D&D crossover.
Yeah. You can.
What do you think, guys?
My brain didn't catch that.
Think
I
about
heard
Yeah,
it,
do
but I
what?
didn't process it.
crossover.
Yeah, the Borderlands crossover, since we're going to be vault hunters now.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
good. I'm good. Never really
good.
loved Borderlands. So
Does any of this research describe more about what the structure was and how big it was and other besides the vault,
Yeah, it's a
other
keep.
treasures besides that?
There are probably other treasures. You know that the it's been in ruins for a while now. Well over 100 years. Various things have come and gone. Groups of elves try and protect it as best they can. But sometimes, they get overwhelmed and either run off or killed, and this thing gets taken over by various places. You know that it's a castle. It's the ruins of a castle. And the elves here say that it's there was like a temple to Tristiel there. And some of the rumors you've heard from a smattering of humans. You have to remember, in Amirius, where you guys are right now, like 80% of the population are elves. There's like mostly elves here in this part of the world. But there are a few humans and dwarves and other races here. And as a human yourself, they're a little bit more open with you. They've told you that not only was it a temple to Tristiel, it was actually a joint temple. The elves don't like to mention this because they think it makes them look weak or whatever. But the humans that you've talked to say that not only was it a temple to Tristiel, but it was also a temple to Torm, the first Justicar of the Ornites, which happens to be the god that you follow, the Justicar. Torm, as you know, is dead. Some other Ornite has taken his place as the Justicar. as we discussed off stream, the Ornites are more of like a company of gods. Like there's hundreds and hundreds of Ornites living in the outer planes. But there's like the specific pantheon. There's like the father, the mother, the Justicar, the jester, right? There's all these just titles. And if one of them dies, it's not like their domain just disappears like some other pantheons. It's just another Ornite who has embodies the same principles and tendencies, rises through the ranks, and it becomes a new god, basically.
Okay.
So Torm's been dead for a while, but it's still, a joint temple to Tristiel and the Justicar. The elves downplay that because they think it shows weakness. That
Right.
one of their gods would, as you've learned through rumors, possibly have been having an affair with a god of another pantheon.
Ooh, god banging.
since they're kind of being so
Not for the weak of heart. Yeah.
since they're being so open about sharing all this information, is there anything that I can gather about the origin of the sword from my family's history, from Vilmar's history?
You can roll another investigation check, but I will let you roll it with advantage for not only the fact it's your family's sword, but you are literally a paladin of the god whose temple is in ruins over there.
Jesus Christ.
5. Wow.
Oh,
Wowie.
not tonight.
Tonight the rolls are there.
The only thing that you get out of it is that some people have a vague recollection of the sword, and all they know is that it was a sword created to help the champion of the Justicar fight whatever he needed to fight in service of the Justicar. That's why it can change the elemental properties of the weapon. So, like, if you're fighting a troll, you can have a flame sword or an acid sword. If you're fighting, like an undead, you could use a radiant weapon, that kind of thing. But yeah, no one here. I mean, the sword's been gone for a couple hundred years, and with the elves, the way the elves are, they don't like to recognize that other people exist,
Correct.
So they if the elves know anything about the sword, like specifically like how it was forged or why, they're not telling you. And the humans are like, it's if you can cast speak with dead and talk to my great grandfather, maybe he would know something.
Okay. Can Vilmar talk to Tales and ask and see if Tales can do some research, since he's so good at it, into the sword, and since we now know it was created to help the Justicar fight whatever he needed?
Yeah, Tail will put it in his notes, and he'll start looking through the books he owns until he can figure out what he needs to actually go find at the library.
Okay.
Alrighty. So we'll put that on. Let's see here. Give me an investigation check, Tail.
Investigation. I'm not making the same mistake twice. I'm doing this by hand.
Fair enough.
18 plus 6, 24.
I think
There
you
we
have
go.
weighted dice.
No, no.
Thank you, my little friend.
18 plus 24. What was it specifically you were looking for again, Vilmar?
Just if there could be, since I didn't do so good with my investigation, talking to people, maybe if there's records of this more detailed records of the sword, where it might have gone, why it was created,
Right.
when, just kind of the history of it, anything that was like recorded history of the sword, and is linking to the just occurred.
Tail being I don't want to not technically an emissary of his dad's library, but close enough, right?
A joint librarian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is able to gain access to some like restricted files, or a restricted section, not of like a public library, but actually like he like gets into the record houses of a temple to Tristiel. And he doesn't find like tons of like specific information. Some of this stuff is he's not allowed to access, and other things that he is allowed to access are for lack of a better word, have been redacted for his eyes. But he is able to like piece together and like fill in the gaps. It seems as though this weapon was made for Azer the Tough, only a couple hundred years ago. There had been a former weapon that was even more powerful, but it had been destroyed by an evil god named Kek. Excuse me, Kek. That is the orcish god of war and conquest. It's very well known in this world that orcs have waged war on the elves for a very long time. Tail uncovers a little bit more, again, piecing together some of the redacted information that indeed Torm and Tristiel were kind of lovers, and he had created this weapon, this first weapon. Not only was it something that changed elements and things like that, but it could also change shape. Like if you needed it to be a great sword or a mace or whatever, like this, it was just malleable. It could be whatever you needed it to be. But Torm was actually killed in battle by Kek, and
that his weapon was destroyed.
it was like this last weapon. One of his paladins, it was destroyed in that battle as well. And one of the last things that Torm did before actually dying and vanishing from existence, basically, because when gods die, they die. One of the last acts he did was to enchant the longsword of Azer the Tough.
Okay.
And he kind of just like I'm dying, and he like touches the sword and empowers it to be able to change elements, but not like change its like form in any way.
Okay.
Hey, Vilmar, you got bardic inspiration from Cascadia.
Ooh. Well, thank you.
Cascadia coming in clutch. Alrighty. Do we want to set off on an adventure to this ruin now that we have the information we need?
Is there any way while Rowan's been kind of doing his thing, he made a little bit extra change. Is there any way he could maybe go to a shop and kind of cruise around and see if he could find something, some kind of new toy to goof off with? Perhaps maybe a common magic item of some sort?
Like, is there a specific common magic item you're looking for?
Nope, just
Roll the dice.
roll the dice. That's kind of what I was hoping for, yeah.
Oh boy. All right.
I hope you find more D&D astroliquid. That'd be great.
You
Dead
never-
mouse.
He might. He might. You never know.
Floating dead mouse.
Go ahead as I pull my player's handbook over here. Go ahead, roll a D100 for me.
Yeah, baby.
We'll see.
My favorite phrase.
See what you get.
32.
Show this on screen for everybody. He rolls a 32. Very interesting. You find an item that looks very familiar to you, Rowan. Something from your past, actually. It's a small knife that you remember belonged to a great uncle of yours. Did you find it in a pawn shop in Reneus Alinar? It's nicely made. You're not sure if it's magical or if it was just like very fine elven crafting. Because as far as you're aware, this thing never dulls. Like, it never needs to be sharpened. It never dulls. No matter how much you use it, like, the blade never deteriorates or anything. But the way it looks is it's just, it sort of looks like, those like fish filleting knives are kind of like really thin and they curve a little bit. It's like, it looks like that, but like has a little bit thicker, a little bit more like battle oriented, but it's like a thin curved blade. And it just has a 2 sapphires on either side of the crossguard, like right in line with the blade, just right above where your hand would go. Just 2 little sapphires. Little brass hilt. They don't charge much for it. It's like 15 gold. It's like, yeah, it's a knife.
Okay.
Roll number 2.
Pop the sapphires out and sell them.
How much money do you have?
I've got a
Rolls
that's
it
yeah,
all away.
yeah, I got all right, so that's cool. So knife. Sounds fine to me.
But yeah, you see
The knife shanking?
engraved on like the spine of the handle. It's a single bladed dagger, so opposite to the side of the blade, you see inscripted right on the handle the name Robin Gine. This was your father's brother's uncle's knife.
Sister's uncles.
It's your hood.
But yeah, we will move right along here as Rowan. It's a as the gods like to give us themes to things. Literally 32 in the player's handbook on the trinket table is a knife that belonged to a relative. Literally, we're just sticking with the themes of reclaiming family heirlooms.
Yeah, for real.
The group, you guys head off for the ruins, and you make it with 1 day of travel. You make it within eyesight of this forest, where there is a roadside inn that you guys can stay at. You guys stayed at this inn. Well, your caravan stopped at this inn when you guys traveled from Tristiel back to Reneus Alinar. But you guys didn't actually stay at this inn. You guys, since you were conscripted to be guards for the wagon train, you guys had to sleep outside with the wagons to make sure that nothing happened to them, and only like the various merchants and the caravan leader were able to sleep inside. It's a small, just roadside inn, just one floor, literally only has 6, 8, 11 beds in the whole place. So it's not like, you know, your whole wagon train could stay in the inn anyway. Many people slept outside here. But we'll move you guys over to this new map. Feel free to put yourselves on the map wherever you want. But there's the stables on here, and you can see the little tavern. And the one thing that you remember about this place that like really sticks out in your mind is that they had a bathhouse. Like they had like places where you could take baths and stuff. For like travelers coming through the woods and like heading towards Renea's Eleanor, like, hey, you know, wash up before you go to the city. But you remember that Damu had to use what's that one spell? It's like cleanse water or something like that. Purify water,
Purify food and drink.
Yeah, that's the one. He did this as like a ritual because the waters in that bathhouse were like fetid and gross. Like just the most rancid, foul water. Like imagine like if the entire city of like Manhattan all took a bath in the same bathtub. It's like dirty, gross water. But Damu like cleaned it up for every like, you know, for the inn here. Quothe immediately goes back there. Quothe, when you're on the road, you can smell the water. In just under a month since you've been here, like since the last time you were here, the waters have fouled again. Like, this is probably not something that you want to go in, lest you have to make constitution saves against disease.
I was under the impression that I haven't taken a bath or a shower since this campaign started, and God knows how long before that. I would
Fair
imagine
enough.
that I'm dirtier than the water. I'm actually purifying it, just, you know,
my
rather
gosh.
the other way around. It's purifying me, just by me being.
I mean, if you're hopping in the water, go ahead and make a constitution save.
Oh, jeez.
A 9. Interesting. All
You're
right.
gonna die, by the way. Amoebas inbound.
So Quothe takes a bath, and
Comes out just as dirty as he started.
Tail would like to take a bath, so he has come to the other one and is going to use Dragon's Breath to boil the water clean again.
Look at that.
I can't move my token, Jeff. I think it's on the other map maybe, but I can't drag over. Might be me.
let me.
Lumar's just going to set up the tables in front of the fireplaces if that's what those are. Or I mean, sorry,
You've got
Yeah.
bigger things to worry about, but just
the purple dude.
for
Character.
You go get mugged while we're taking a bath.
you gotta kill Chad. So
Did you say you have to kill Chad?
yeah, he got in the bath and he rolled a 9. You warned him.
But yeah, you well, you know, diseases don't set in immediately, so we'll see what happens to Quothe
Awkward.
coming up. But
I couldn't stop sneezing earlier, so maybe I've already got it.
Let me actually. Let's go.
Ooh, better plan.
Uh,
I want to use Ray of Frost in my Awakened spellbook to turn it into fire instead. Because cantrip.
You're gonna do what now?
I was going to boil the water, and now that I'm thinking about it even further, I could just use prestidigitation, couldn't I?
It's like a lot of water to do prestidigitation on, man. Like,
Yeah, but
there's a reason why Damu had to use purify food and drink to like clean this stuff. Like, it is fouled water. Honestly, like, to you, Tail, like, you're a smart boy. You have no idea how this water could have gotten so dirty so quickly. Like, yeah, there's like a fair amount of traffic coming through here, but like this water should not have been
logistically, it seems weird, is what you're saying.
yeah, it's definitely like there's like something like you're like wow, like I was like, did they like bathe an entire like armada in this or like
They
literally
bathe
like
the
like,
sexual Voltron, so all the oil's in there.
Yeah, no, that
Have a
is some
protective
nasty
layer on me.
oil.
That's
Yeah.
what it is.
yeah, it's or like better yet, it's like they washed an entire cavalry of horses and they like shat in the water. It's like just
Oh,
the
gosh.
worst, like the most
Love it.
disgusting water like you guys have ever come across. Luckily though, the smell doesn't reach into the inn itself. Although you are flanked by a stables that, you know, doesn't smell great and this, you know, bathhouse of fouled water. For the rest of you guys who are in the actual like tavern part, you've come to the end of your day, traveling. You come across this roadside inn. It's placed pretty well, you know, one full days of travel outside of Renee Salinar, just right along the border of the forest that you guys are going to travel into. And you guys come across the people who work here. You've got the bartender here, who's just like, I don't want to say like an old man, but he's, you know, middle aged, you know, somewhere probably close to 50, maybe a little older than that.
He's a guy.
An older but still attractive woman. Again, anybody in chat who wants to name these NPCs, feel free to do some point channel point redemptions here. But and then the other lady here is young and fairly attractive. She's probably in her early to mid 20s. The young girl is like the waitress here, and she refers to the other two as auntie and uncle. And this guy over here, you saw him the last time you were here as well. He's just like an old retired army guy who works here as sort of like, I don't want to say like a bouncer, but like, you know, if anything happens, like bar fights and stuff, he like breaks it up and like tells people to like chill out. You know, it's a roadside inn. You need protection every once in a while, you know, bandits and goblins and who knows what. So they've hired on basically for room and board, but they've hired on this veteran of you know, the wars, as it were. But that's it. It's just these four people that hang out and keep this little inn running. As you guys enter in and find your places, the young waitress is humming a tune, an old elven song. She asks what she can get for you guys. We're getting a bardic inspiration for Reshi. And currently, Reshi is the only one without bardic. You're right. But now she has it. Let's
So we're gonna bed down here for the night. It sounds like it's what we're heading for. So Wilmar's gonna kinda
yeah,
hang out.
after today, you're heading into the forest, and there won't be like any more like creature comforts like inns and beds to sleep in. You'll be, sleeping in your sleeping bags in a tent out there in the wilderness. It'll be a couple more days of travel into the woods trying to find this ruin. The paths, you were kind of looking for like the road to this ruin on your way through the forest the first time,
Mhm.
and you weren't too lucky at like finding road signs or anything like that. Like I said, this thing's been in ruins for a couple hundred, almost 200 years now. So like pretty much that battle where Torm fell, where Azer got his weapon, all that stuff. You think that may have actually been when this castle like was destroyed and turned into ruins. But since then the paths have like all overgrown, so it's going to be a couple of days like searching to like get to the actual ruins, and this will be like the last night you're spending in a bed for a while, but the night goes off pretty well, they're friendly enough folk here. The you kind of get the feeling that, well, I mean, I don't want to tell you what you guys feel, but I'll say this. It is an unusual situation because not only is the young girl flirting with Rowan, like she likes his long hair and his cute little beard, and she like sees his guitar and she's like, I like to sing, and like looks like you can play some songs and stuff, and she's really flirting with Jeannie, or sorry, Rowan Jeanne. Interestingly enough, though, Auntie is flirting with Quothe. And the uncle, he's just
Barking up the wrong tree.
he's just like, that's fine. Like he doesn't seem to mind that that his wife apparently is hitting on Quothe, but she's like, after like they give you the food and stuff, she like sits down next to Quothe and she's like tracing her finger along the skull piece of armor on his chest, and she's like, she compliments him and thinks it's really cool that he's like wearing bones and stuff. She thinks it's like makes him look dangerous, and she's like really into it.
Vilmar
I
was
introduce her to my dad, Vilmar.
Your dad, Vilmar.
We already have the party mom. Now we've got the party dad.
listen here, Sonny. Put your towels back on. But Vilmar wants to use his divine
Oh wait,
scent.
I just got out of the bath though, didn't I?
Yeah, you're cleaner than you've ever been.
I'm down with this.
Just John has redeemed. Name an NPC. Name another NPC, Rowan, preferably if he's also a half-elf bard.
What the? What the hell?
Done.
Oh.
Done and done. There's
That is the correct way to do that.
there
That
is
is 100%.
there is someone out there who is either legally named Rowan and just happens to also be a half-elf bard, or there's someone out there pretending to be Rowan, the half-elf bard. We'll find out in the future. They are not currently in this tavern. So you want to introduce Auntie to Vilmar? Is that?
Yes.
But before
Um,
he does that, Vilmar he's going to use his divine sense to detect any presence of strong evil within 60 feet of him.
I'm going to use counterspell.
You're gonna just detect Quothe.
Ring of counterspell incoming.
It's just a big glowing aura around him.
I
Pure
don't
evil.
think divine sense is just a paladin thing, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, so that's not a spell. Counter
It's
spell
not a
doesn't
spell.
work on that, unfortunately.
it basically, if any evil smells like a noxious odor or powerful ring, or what does it say? Powerful good rings like heavenly music in your ears. If I detect something,
Okay, can I use my detect bullshit skill?
I'm getting a
If
strong,
if you
strong sense from.
are you trained in insight, both? You do smell a very powerful, foul smelling odor, but like there is a stables and a fetid pool of dirty water nearby.
And
Yeah,
a
but,
freshly, disgustingly
strong
bathed.
evil presence.
But
Okay.
yes, you do sense you do sense a strong presence of evil here in this tavern. 2 strong presences of evil, actually. Does it
do I
say
know
that
my
you can like pinpoint where or what it is?
Awareness to detect such forces until the end of your next turn. You know the location of any celestial, fiend, or undead within 60 feet of that is not behind total cover. You know the type. I know if they're celestial, fiend, or undead. Of any beings whose presence you sense, but not identified. That is not its identity, such as like Count von Strahd or whatever his name
Right,
is.
gotcha. You detect 2 fiends, and the 2 fiends are the 2 women here.
Okay.
It's always got to be the women. Yep.
Don't tell
Fiendish.
Rowan, he'll get excited.
On that, immediately he draws his sword, lowers his visor, and yells to who's in the room. Everybody. Except
I'm here. I'm here.
He'll yell to everybody that the 2 women are. These foul demons are here. Strike them down.
I'm going to scream like a little girl and then look at Vilmar and tell him there's no laws against BDSM.
That's been the Osrynn Tales.
The 2 women are taken aback by Vilmar's actions and words. The attractive young lady is gonna turn to Rowan. She's like, "You're not gonna let him talk about us that way, are you?"
And you call them the fiends, right? That's what you call. That's
Yeah,
what I know.
they're fiends. Yeah.
Are they?
And I look
Are
at
they
Rowan,
though?
Don't believe
Are
how
they
she says.
though?
Are they though?
They're evil creatures. They are
He doesn't
fiends.
know what they're.
They're
He
They're
doesn't know what he's
unnecessary
talking
evil.
about.
Unnecessary evil.
Are they though?
We're just trying to run a roadside inn, just me and my auntie and uncle and our
They wouldn't
bodyguard
build this
over
whole
there.
thing just for some fiends.
They got to pay for college.
This is not.
Gosh.
This is not. Yeah. Shitty water doesn't. I don't
Mm.
know. I think seems pretty okay to me.
Anybody else gonna do anything? Or King Money is just they're all just.
Well,
gonna
I
say,
haven't heard a
"Okay."
roll for initiative yet, so they don't seem like if we don't mess with them, they won't mess with us type of deal. So it comes down to, I guess, your nature.
I wish I had.
Yeah,
detect
how
magic.
convicted are you,
earlier.
Mr. Paladin?
Yeah, start swinging that sword, or you could sheath your sword instead, if you know what I mean.
Well, King Money's not in the room.
I mean, yeah, he hasn't put his character over there, but he did just introduce you to this lady. She's
Yeah.
like, when you try to introduce her to Vilmar before he like jumped up, she was like not into him. She was like about to. She's like, I don't. She likes your like rugged barbarianness. Vilmar's too like clean for her, like too pristine, too well kept. She likes rugged men.
And
Wilmar,
okay,
are you a little jealous? Is that what's going on here?
now he's going to speak out. He's like, "I'm going to prove to you that they are fiends," and he's going to cast Sacred Flame on the one
Oh
that's
my.
talking to Rowan.
Oh
Oh,
shit.
shit.
The young one.
Things are
Yeah.
getting real here.
All right. Everybody, roll for initiative.
Alright.
This is not where I saw this going. Oh, it helps if I click my character, huh? My character. There you go.
All right. So Sacred Flame is what, a dexterity.
It is a
Thing.
cantrip. It's one action, 60 feet range. The creature that you
Correct.
see within range instantaneously casts a flame-like radiance. Descends on the creature that you can see within range. The target must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 1d8 radiant
Dexterity.
damage.
Okay.
You're messing around in
I'm
here.
gonna do this before I
Oh,
like.
it's actually 2d8 because I'm level 5.
Before we do anything, like reveal anything on stuff that you guys can see on screen. I mean, I roll this myself. All right. What's your spell save DC?
Where is it on here? So the spell. No, it's not on the spell sheet. Where would I see that on Roll20's character sheet here?
You go to your spells and it should be at the top of the page.
Oh, there it is. Spell save DC is 13.
Damn it. All right. Roll for damage then. This is a surprise, so I had to roll at disadvantage. I rolled a 12. With disadvantage. The other one that I rolled was a 19 on the die. So, what was that?
It's
7
radiant damage to her.
You ambush this young maiden with your sacred flame who's trying to hit on Jeannie. And she says damn paladins always getting into an auntie's plans.
That's not
As
fun.
she disappears as her form shifts and cracks and bends, and Auntie shifts, cracks, and bends as they are revealed to be hags.
Ooh, that's less than good.
It's some might say it's evil.
I would say it is suboptimal. That's what I'm going with. Suboptimal.
Suboptimal.
Stan says that I'm
indeed.
worried.
You also see that the eyes of the two guys over here flash green. They are apparently under the spell of the hags. But we're gonna come up. This is going to be Tail. You're gonna start us off here. These two women have just turned into like your like your stereotypical
Ex-wives.
witches, warts on their nose. The green hag in particular looks a lot like the Wicked Witch of the West, like green skin, wart on the nose, that whole wrinkled, kind of thing. Like the night hag, the other one, looks kind of similar, but like the darker, like more purplish skin.
I am a lot sooner in the initiative order than I wanted to be.
Great trait.
So that's the green hag, and
I am
So
going
Did
pretty.
you say I'll
That's
get
the
you my
night
pretty
hag.
and your little dog too?
Yeah,
yep.
seems.
Those are so cute.
She's a wonder.
my pretty, and your little cat too. Speaking of cats,
Hit it with a bucket of water.
Throw a cucumber at it.
Yes.
Oh wait.
that'd be hilarious.
I'm gonna retreat over here to these chairs, and I am going to cast haste, knowing it's a concentration spell this time on Reshi.
Go.
Is haste is that a touch spell? Or no?
No, is a
Awesome.
30-foot range.
Hell yeah.
Did not be prone last time.
That's because he forgot it was concentration and he cast another concentration spell.
Gotcha,
Haste
gotcha.
haste normally lasts for 10 rounds before you fall to the ground exhausted.
Oh, my knees. Yeah.
It only lasts for 1 round when you cast enlarged person on somebody directly after you cast haste.
These are facts, people.
Vilmar, your holy magics have proven correct yet again, and you have revealed 2 hags. Not only is it bad for you guys here, the silver lining is that there is not a 3rd hag. There is it's uncommon knowledge, I would say, but not so uncommon you guys wouldn't know, seeing that they're hags. If 3 or more hags team up, they become a coven, and they become incredibly more powerful than they are on their own or in pairs.
Mother-in-law status.
Yeah, so it looks like these 2 hags have yet to find their 3rd. So that's a positive for you guys.
Are they looking for tryouts? I'll try out.
You want to become a hag?
Coven created.
Chad's like, oh,
There's
she's already
gonna be
made
an
it.
extra episode of Osrynn Tales every week. The Coven.
She's an Insta. She can go in directly. You don't have to try out.
I like it.
All right.
All right, guys.
So-
Season 2 is gonna be the adventures of the Dark Sisterhood. We're just 3 all-female
hag guild.
casts. We all play hags. So Vilmar's gonna rush the green one. She's
Yeah,
taking
this-
7
That's one of
radiant.
our. This is the one I hit already, right?
Yeah. I was making sure. This
I am
doesn't
going to
have-
click a button here for Reshi, because it's important to what she does.
Now I forget. Bonus actions, can they be done before your action, like attack actions?
Depends on how the bonus action reads. So, like, for example, the Shield Master feat gives you a bonus action where you can, like, slam a person to the ground or push them back. And it says, when you take the attack action, you can use a bonus action to yada, 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 right? In that case, it is very specifically happening after the triggering action. So,
Okay.
all depends on how your bonus action is worded.
Because I want to
Uh,
cast Thunderous Smite on myself. It's
Awkward.
So that works, yeah. So Thunderous Smite is something that you empower your weapon and then you attack with it.
well, it says it says 1 bonus action, concentration up to 1 minute. The first time you hit with a melee weapon attack during the spell's duration, your weapon rings with a thunderous pa 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 pa,
Right.
and so on and so on.
Yeah.
So I can cast
you
that
would-
on myself
Yeah,
before
so
I can
you
attack.
cast that. Yeah, you cast that on your sword and then you attack.
Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do.
Out of curiosity, question to the DM. Were the hags remotely interested in Tail? Is he mildly miffed that they weren't into him?
They did not seem to be interested in you at all. No.
And I'm going to attack.
I think they winged Tetra Cat.
To add to the coven.
They
Nice
out of character knowledge, hags revel in being disgusting and ugly creatures. Like they think it's beautiful, and they think the common notions of beauty are ugly. So like literally in their description, they talk about like wearing clothes made of bones and like dead animals and stuff like that. So they were attracted to Quothe because he's literally wearing bone armor. They're like, ooh, I like that. And the other one was attracted to Genie because
Well, dead
he's
kids.
like a pretty little bard boy, and they were like they were disgusted by his beauty and wanted to corrupt him. My plan, which I don't think is gonna happen, I was gonna wait until you guys went to sleep, and I was gonna do they have this thing where they can turn ethereal and they affect your dreams and give you nightmares, and if they like can stay in contact with you for like up to an hour, you take like some damage and your maximum health goes down until like you can use a restoration spell. And yeah, I was trying to be mean and lower your guys' max HP for the rest
the
of the
DM
adventure.
You would never
Tries to
do
give
that.
you
You would never do
DD
that. Never.
in D&D.
Who is
So,
this? This is Jeff.
Is that the recap of that? DMs
What?
throwing out STDs in the night?
Yeah, exactly.
Pretty much,
Exactly.
yeah.
But hey, at
There's no
least
canon that you get chlamydia from hags. Is that a thing?
it's hey man, that's real world disease. It's gonococcus.
Oh my gosh.
But Vilmar, you cast the thunderous smite on yourself.
Bong.
And then I attack with a 22 with my longsword.
So yeah, you attack 22 definitely hits the green hag.
Okay,
The
so that-
thunderous smite, that does extra damage, right?
Right. It does. Let me just cast it there. Here it goes.
8. Oh, so she has to do a strength save. Does that affect the damage? Does the strength save affect damage or no?
It says the attack deals an extra 2d6 thunder damage to the target. Additionally, if the target is a creature, it must succeed on a strength saving throw or be pushed 10 feet away from you and knocked
okay.
from.
Gotcha. She just barely saves on that with a 15. But she's still going to take 22 points of damage. Holy shit balls. It's a lot of damage. Like, you just slash her just right across the, like, diagonal slash from, like, the shoulder down to her hip, across the front of her body, and she starts bleeding a little bit. She's like, ah!
All
Find
right.
out she's half troll.
Damn it. Well, my second attack, I only got a 12.
The 12 is not going to hit, as the first attack was so powerful. She kind of stumbles back just a little bit, and you miss your second swing.
Okay.
That is going to bring us to the guard and the bartender. Because of the mind control on them, they are actually the same power, even though one of them just looks like a bartender and the other one looks like a full, plated up dude. They are literally standing right next to I guess one's standing next to Quothe, the other one's standing next to Reshi. But Reshi looks weaker. So they are going to gang up on Reshi, trying to take out the competition here. As
That was a poor choice on their part. They're going to make her angry.
the hags are just like, fuck, like, we don't want to die, so trying to level the playing field as much as they can. These guys grab some spears, and they're just gonna try and stab you. So 2 spear attacks against Reshi.
Reshi, remember you have +2 to your AC.
Yes, sir. And none of those hit without that.
A 10 and an 8. Not gonna hit because I didn't turn off the advantage on this.
Oh, you can do it again. Do it right.
No, it's fine. Just take the. I didn't roll with advantage. I just didn't like change this character sheet to roll like to give me the option. So with a 10 and an 8, both of them miss, bringing us up to the green hag, who is very, very not happy about being cut like this. And let me see here. She's going to turn invisible for the briefest of
Ooh.
moments. She has a special skill where when she's invisible, they leave no trace, but they become visible again when casting a spell. She's going to move over here. That's just as close as I
Okay,
can
when
get.
she moves, can I do a reaction?
She's invisible.
Oh.
You cannot see her. Yeah. She is going to cast Lightning Bolt. That's when she becomes visible. She's going to cast Lightning Bolt at Tail. And,
She is not. I am going to counterspell that bitch.
Well. She
Yep,
is
change the plan.
invisible when casting the spell. Let me see here.
Well,
Hag
she's
magically
coming out of
turns
invisibility.
invisible until she attacks or casts a spell, or until concentration ends, as if concentrating on a spell. While invisible, leaves no physical evidence of her passage, so that she can be tracked by only magic. Any equipment she wears or carries is invisible with her.
Okay.
You can roll it
As
I
a
can't
reaction,
hear.
can I do detect magic?
I don't think detect magic is a reaction. It's an action. Make a perception check, Tail. If you roll
Perception.
high enough, I'll let you do the counter spell. But she is technically invisible.
Perception, right?
Yeah.
17
for-
plus 1, 18 total.
I was gonna say I'm looking for a 15, so 18 is higher than that. Mark off a 3rd level spell slot. She pops out of invisibility, kind of hiding behind the fireplace over there. She's lining up that shot to shock the shit out of you guys with lightning bolt. And you see as she pops out of invisibility, you see that lightning crackle in her hands, and you shut her down. That'll bring us over to Rowan. The hag is not happy. She
Hi, guys.
curses in Sylvan. And yeah.
In
Jeez.
Sylvan? Wow.
Yeah, they speak a couple different languages. I think they speak Sylvan. Yeah.
No, I don't see why they wouldn't. That was an odd language choice, that's all.
The legendary warrior Rowan.
Yeah, they're
yes.
actually
The legendary warrior Rowan.
the hags are actually fey creatures, but they've been kicked out of the Seelie and Unseelie court because they revel in ugliness.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's in the books. It's lore.
I am going to.
Apparently my camera works well enough today that people can read my dice.
Watch out now.
Ooh.
I guess I'm going to. I'm gonna hop up on this here counter. and I'm gonna pull out my brand new dagger,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm gonna jump over here and stab her.
Okay.
But but while I'm doing this, I look over out of the corner of my eye at our new paladin buddy, still trying to impress him with my incredible legendary fighter skills. And I'm gonna stab her with the dagger.
So this would explain why you don't normally use these abilities, right? I mean, you've already mastered them, so you're just working on other skills.
Yeah. I'm just good old steel. You know Rowan Janae, and he's just, he just sometimes you got to pull out that good old piece of steel and just get dirty.
Gotta
know
flex.
how Rowan is.
All right,
Always stabbing.
make a dagger attack against the green hag. An 11 is not going to hit, unfortunately.
Well,
This stupid hag, she's making him look bad.
You miss completely and stab the stone mantle
oh man.
of that fireplace that you guys are standing next to.
Oh, God, it was a critical fail. Just let
It
him
was not a
scratch your-
crit. It was not a critical fail, but her AC is more than 5 higher than that, and so yeah, he just completely whiffed it. It's not like he hit her and got caught up in her robes or something like that. Any bonus actions or more movement? Still have a couple feet of
Expeditious
movement.
retreat.
Is that a bonus action or is that a?
It is bonus.
Yeah.
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 On self. Spell allows you to move at an incredible pace when you cast a spell. And then as a bonus action on each of your turns until the spell ends, you can take a dash action.
All right. So yeah, you can cast Expeditious Retreat.
I
So
know,
you can,
I did.
You can now cast a spell. You're like Sonic mode, and you can dash as a bonus action now. Would you like to? I think you can also basically move twice when casting the spell. So if you would like to run away, you can.
If I jump out right now, she's gonna get to roll on me, right?
Yeah. Yes,
yeah.
she will.
Yeah, she will. Yeah.
Yep. You guys should know by now. I try and bait you into this kind of stuff.
Yeah. I am actually going to miss. The dagger's gonna go into the wall, and I'm going to kind of jump back and slide under the table here. So I'm under the table now. Just as kind of like a quick.
Gotcha. I mean, you still have the dagger. It's not like it got stuck in the wall or anything.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying
yeah.
you hit the stone mantle instead of her.
I'm basically just repositioning. I'm gonna move to here.
Gotcha. Yeah, you didn't leave her threat range, so she doesn't attack you.
Yeah.
She gets ready to kick a chair into your face, but
that seems about right.
Reshi, it is
Let's do
your
this.
turn.
I want some hag action. I'm gonna go after this hag right on top of me here.
All right. As you run away from the bartender, he's going to try and stab you with a spear for 21.
He is gonna hit me.
He stabs you right in the lower part of your back for 9 piercing damage as you run over to the hag.
Shit. What a piece of shit. Okay.
Right?
I'm gonna do hag
Piece of
stuff now.
shit. I'm gonna do hag stuff now.
Yeah.
Hey, let me be part of your coven. I want to do hag stuff.
I wanna do hag stuff.
Oh, she is punching the ever living shit out of that hag. Is what
I'm
she's
gonna
doing.
do
You
after
are
that.
indeed punching the ever-loving shit out of the hag. Holy crap.
Ooh.
Suck my
You're gonna
fist.
flurry.
Suck my
Remember,
fist.
you've got the open hand technique. You can do fun stuff with flurry of blows.
Yeah, you can actually knock her to the ground, so you get advantage on this whole next set. Remember, you have haste on you, so you have a whole extra action.
So I can do another flurry or another unarmed.
Well, if you well, you always get 2 flurry of blows, but remember your open hand technique. You can augment your flurry of blows. You can also use key to use stunning strike.
I don't see that on here. I want to do that, but I don't see it on here on my. I can't
Stunning
just
strike
click
is
it.
just like a thing that you add to like attacks you already make.
I would
Okay.
definitely try to stun. Stunning
I'm
strike
gonna
is
do that.
awesome.
So what do I do to roll that?
You don't do anything. You don't roll anything. It's a
Oh.
saving throw.
Okay. Let's do it. Let's do it to it.
I just need to know. Let me look at your character sheet real quick. So stunning strike is a Constitution save, and I believe your saving throw is a 13. So you're gonna try and stunning strike the night hag. She's got a pretty good Constitution. But I rolled like shit. So that is big news. You stunning strike the hag. She is stunned until the end of your next turn, which means she is basically gonna lose her turn. All
On
attacks
top of the 25 damage.
Yeah.
on top of the 25 damage. Now, all of the attacks until the end of your next turn against the hag will have advantage. So
Okay,
you still have one more attack for flurry of blows, which will be at advantage, and you get to take the attack action again because you have haste, which is 2 more normal attacks, of which you could be using that katana that you just trained to use.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I can do that right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
you still
So
have
I'm gonna-
3 more attacks on your turn.
Okay. So I'm gonna do unarmed because the attack is +7, and the katana is only +6. So I'd rather do the.
That is true.
Okay. I'm gonna do that real quick.
It is a +7 to attack, but if you 2-hand your katana, you'll be doing a D10 of damage instead of a D6 of damage. Just throwing that out
Katana's only
Uh,
a D6 or a D8.
there.
D6.
Katana's a longsword. It's a D8, and if you 2-hand it, it's a D10 because it's a versatile weapon.
Oh, that was a
Hey.
crit fail. I'm just gonna do what I was gonna do,
Fair enough.
and then I can flurry after the 2 unarmed, right?
You can only flurry once on a turn,
Okay,
but you
okay.
still have 1 more of your flurry of blows. Remember, flurry of blows gives you 2 unarmed strikes whenever you do it.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Gotcha. So what do I have left then?
1 flurry of blows attack.
Shit.
To make up
Tell
for.
me that finishes.
To make up for. It is not going to kill her outright, but 10, 20,
Jesus.
25, 32, 39 points of damage.
For anyone interested in the math, I just did the math on how fast Reshi can move while hasted, which is equal to 54.55 miles per hour.
I like it.
She moves as fast as a car right now.
Hell yeah.
That explains why they beat the ever shit out of her.
Right? Yeah, you're just like beating the crap out of 6? No, wait. 8 hits? 6 hits? How many hits?
I think it was 6.
A lot of hits. So yeah, 6, because you have 2 normal attacks for extra attack. You flurried for 2 bonus attacks, and you got haste, which is another 2. So yeah, 6 attacks. They're just like pop, 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 pop. Like, kind of like just like those karate moves. You're like hitting the pressure points and hitting them all over the body
Matrix
and stuff.
style.
Yeah, just going ham on her. She's like freezes up as you're like smacking the nerves and stuff, and her body's just like almost paralyzed right now. She loses her turn, which brings us to Quothe. Remind everybody, the Night Hag, you have advantage to attack her. So Quothe, like if you wanted to attack the Night Hag, you do not have to use reckless attack to get advantage on her.
Okay, well, I've been simmering down here in my rage. I'm about to boil over. So I think we all know exactly what's coming next.
I made sure I was far enough away.
Unleash it, big boy.
I am not.
Yeah, but you got
River of
creepy
love
as
flow.
shit.
Let's do this.
I feel like Reshi was mad that the hag was hitting on Quothe, and she's like, "That's my job, bitch." And just,
No,
you know,
you proved he was not into female dragons.
Well, you did it again. You did it again, Quothe. Necrotic energy bursts from you. Each creature within 30 feet of you takes 1d10 necrotic damage, and
Jeez.
you gain temporary hit points equal to the sum of the necrotic damage dealt to the creatures.
You got
So we're at
5 on me.
35.
he hits me, but he does not hit Tails.
Oh, I thought you were
No,
far
he
enough away.
Sorry.
definitely does.
He hits Tails. He does not hit Pages. That's what I was
It's
trying
within
to say.
It's within 30 feet, bud. 30 feet hits Pages.
Yeah,
Pages,
no,
give
you're right. Pages is dead.
What?
What?
Pages has 2 health.
Looks
Oh,
like we're going
jeez.
back to the shrine.
So everybody takes 5 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, do we have to roll something?
9. Nope.
No,
It just happens.
I'm using cutting word for, on Pages. Get Pages out of there.
But we do have to roll something to take
this
the
is-
damage. What we take.
Everybody takes 5 damage because. Oh wait, that was a genie bro rolling a.
yeah, that was
10.
just Genie's roll.
Sorry,
Where's my
Quothe,
D10?
roll
So I need to
the
do a
official
1d8, right?
1d10, my friend.
Oh,
Oh, you
Well, they
do a
roll
1d10
that
and we
D10.
all take off of that?
Yeah,
yes.
Ah.
Please be a 1. Please be a 1.
yeah. We need Quothe's official roll here. I was just seeing. I
No
just saw
whammies.
D10 and saw a 5.
That's much better.
Ah.
Oh, well, it still
It
hits.
still kills him
It's
though.
okay. It's okay, guys. It's
She's
gonna
got
happen.
2.
It's,
Well, you know, hey, Quothe only gets 18 temporary hit points.
Boy, I'll take 2 points of damage. All right, that's.
And
what
yeah,
I'm
so
working.
everybody takes 2 points of damage. The cat still dies.
Is there
does a
any way
wizard-
I can thematically can I use cutting word or something like that to like stop that from happening?
you really don't have
Um,
to. It only costs 20 gold for me to bring Pages back. Pages is an ethereal being. I can bring him back as many times as necessary and give him any form necessary. But Tails is going to be a little bit pissed.
To answer your question, Rowan, yes, at the cost of a whole turn.
A bardic.
But it's not an
Right.
attack. This isn't like an attack that you see. This is something that just happens. It's sort of like you can't counterspell this either. Like your bardic cutting words has limitations on it. I'm pretty sure. Doesn't it say like when taking damage from like an attack or something like that?
Determines whether the attack roll or the ability check succeeds or fails, or before the creature deals its damage. The creature's immune
no, I
if
don't-
it cannot hear you, or if it's immune from being charmed. I mean, it doesn't say anything about not being able to. When a creature that you can see within 60 feet of you makes an attack roll,
But he's
an
not making an
ability
attack.
check,
He's not making
Yeah,
an
yeah.
attack roll.
there was
I
no
am.
attack roll.
A necrotic attack roll.
After
I
the
mean,
I
isn't
look
it?
at it.
No, you're not making an attack roll. You're just raging, and this energy
Yeah,
bursts. From
This
you.
just happens.
This just
Okay,
happens.
hold on. Attack roll, an ability check, or a damage roll.
So it's a damage roll.
It is a oh yeah, you can cut. Yeah, I guess you can cutting words this.
You can use your
That's
reaction.
so weird.
to expend one of your bardic inspirations, rolling a bardic inspiration die and subtracting the number you rolled from the creature's roll. He rolled a 2. All I have to do is use my cutting word, and I'm sorry, I'm gonna hurt your health.
No, yeah,
but,
that's fine.
but
I'm happy you didn't kill my cat.
So is it going to stop the effect on everyone though?
no, it's just gonna reduce it by the.
Oh wait, yeah, no, yeah, it will. Because it's one instance of damage. It's one instance of damage that everybody takes.
Yeah, it's like
So-
a giant fireball, pretty much.
Yeah. So you can cutting words the damage, but it's gonna cut the damage for everybody.
So.
But yeah, I thought it was very specifically like from an attack or something, but it's not. The way it's worded is just a damage roll. You can do it on any instance of damage. So yeah.
So, Kothe can still go into a rage and not hit all of us. I mean, he's not going to get any health from us either.
Yeah.
If you roll more than a two or more, yeah.
Okay, so
It's worth doing.
It's worth it, yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna use a bardic then.
I think the audience wants it to happen because everyone seems very sad that the cat is about to get murdered.
Yeah, no, dude, I feel like this is the most like 400 IQ thing I've ever done in this.
Yeah,
fucking
hit
game,
it
and it's
up.
in the service of an NPC cat.
Yeah.
Just John has the perfect. Bard uses cutting words. Dude, chill. It's super effective.
That's good.
Cutting
All right,
words.
so roll that bardic die. which I
is,
think- Does bardic inspiration go up at level 5?
Yeah. Yes. It becomes a D8.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Roll that 1.
Oh. Wow.
A 2.
Wow.
Hey.
Genie perfectly negates all of the damage that went out onto these creatures. So I'll add back the +2 to everybody that I already subtracted it
guys.
from. Both you get
Sorry,
no,
Kothe. Yeah, sorry, K
you
Money.
get no HP.
I didn't want the kitty getting busted up there.
But Pages is still alive.
What about that clutch
And-
too? Oh my god,
Yeah.
that was
Cool,
the
though.
best. That was the best worst roll ever.
Best possible outcome, honestly.
Okay, that was just Quothe's bonus action to rage. So you are still raged. You'll still get
You're
all
still
your
raged,
benefits of being raged. You just don't get the bonus health.
You just-
But that still
you just
means you
don't
still
nuke the
have
cat.
you still have your move and attack to do. So
Okay, I'm going to attack this
This
guard
bard
to the left.
He's like, I'm gonna attack
This-
this bard.
This bard over here under the table. Oops, I mean,
If I had rolled the weapon I could throw, I would have thrown it at you. That's for sure. Because I think if I move, this guy's going to attack me anyway, so I might as well attack him.
You do have
Uh,
advantage on
the
the hag.
hag.
Yeah,
The
you do-
hag.
That is
The
true.
hag's down for a whole turn. You all get a chance to swing at the thing. I don't attack things that don't move and just lay on the
Oh,
ground. It's kind
jeez.
of boring.
Fair enough. Yeah. Crush him.
Yeah, go. Well, I mean, slice him because he uses a sight.
Slice and dice.
Okay, so let's.
Hits him with one side of
We
it.
never determined how smart he is.
You know what? I'm going to. Oh, can I?
This is-
I can't.
You
I
can't
used
reach
my
him. It's
bonus.
not that far.
25 and a 12 is not. Or wait, this guy's only wearing.
This is not a hag.
12. 12 exactly hits this guy. He's not wearing armor. The other guy is wearing armor.
Oof. Oof.
If I just
Ooh,
killed
That
that.
is
26.
numbers.
That's-
6, 12, 20. Yeah, 26. You fucking just like cut this guy in half.
Just
He's the innocent.
Kill Bill blood spatter.
I
all over
will
the
Find
place.
out
say-
he wasn't in the fight. He was just sitting down watching.
Yeah.
Just a dude.
Just had his beer mug to his mouth, just watching
Well,
eyes
you
the size
remember-
of saucers.
It would be
If we
hilarious.
killed the hags, then they would have been normal again, right?
Yeah. Most likely.
You douchebag.
I mean, yeah, if you kill the hags, there's a chance that their mind control will not, affect these guys anymore. You don't know. You've never come up against a hag,
Oh,
but
Bob, just running a
You
bar.
can't talk to me
No.
while I'm raging.
no,
Keep that
you know
logic
how it
shit
is.
on the shelf.
We could tell him, hey, please don't kill civilians when he's not mad.
I will say that you did more than double that guy's HP and damage, but to make you feel better, you did have to use both attacks to kill him.
Okay, that's good. I would hate to waste one.
But that is 2 attacks. You do have the polearm. Oh wait, you use your
Nope, I
bonus
don't.
action to rage. So
Yeah.
yeah, unless you wanted to
So-
move or whatever.
Well, yeah, I can move now. I got an idea. I'm going to move down here. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me rethink this for a second. Yes. I'm just gonna fucking stomp over to this dude. Just glare him straight in the eyes. Just like a slow fucking 1,000-yard stare all the way to this guy.
Oh,
Over
please
the
tell me he
table.
walks down the bar. He just fucking
Yes, over the bar.
walks down the bar.
Walks on the bar. I love
And
it.
I want him to use a reaction of some sort. Please let him attack me.
He doesn't have any reactions to do
Best laid plans.
that.
Just staring at an
Sorry,
empty
bud.
face guy.
Not
He's
to,
he
get
might
us
be
all
fighting with
killed.
a spear, but he's not a polearm master. He can't attack you when you approach him. He can only attack if you run away.
Okay, can I use my movement forward and then take a step back?
Yeah, you can goad him into attacking you, sure.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. Can I move here?
Yeah, that's fine. He'll make a
Okay.
spear attack at you. 15, I think. Either a 15 or a 16. I don't know. Stone's Embrace. What? Focus yourself to occasionally shrug off injury. When you take damage, you can use your reaction to roll a d12. Add your Constitution modifier and reduce damage by that total after you use this trait. You can't use it again until you finish a short or long rest. Okay?
But he didn't hit me anyway, so it don't matter.
Yeah.
You just wanted to flex, saying you're
Yep.
strong as fuck. Okay. I
Alright.
needed to know what was going on there. That's all.
I figured since it was a fail
Alright.
either way, I might as well at least give my hand away.
Fair enough. All right, we're gonna give Tail here just a moment to think of his next move while we take a quick bathroom break here. I would have done that at the beginning of combat, but the combat was sort of like an ambush, and I didn't want to lose momentum there. But Tail, you think of your spell. We will be back in 5 minutes to hopefully finish out this combat rather quickly. And we're back! Woo! We have gotten through the first round of combat here. And we shall continue our combativeness right now with Tail. You're up. You're concentrating on the haste, and you got
I
a
would
move.
like to cast Chromatic Orb at 2nd level
What if I say no?
on.
What if I said no?
Well,
You're just like, I
But
would
y-
like to. And then I'm like,
But yes.
Well, you know, I have other
Not your night.
options.
Not your night,
Anyway.
Jeff.
So the stun one I have advantage, correct?
yes.
All right. Well, good thing I had advantage because those suck. I got 11. 11 is my highest.
11. You know, if they're stunned, that would dictate they should remove their dexterity from their armor class, right?
It's up to you, King.
That still wouldn't hit anyway. Sorry.
Yeah.
I was like, they have a pretty high armor class, but is that because of their dexterity? It's not. They just have natural armor.
Well, can't hit them all. That's the end
I
of
guess. I guess the hags, they love to cover themselves in grossness, dirt, and mud, and like the body parts of things they've killed. They just like their skin is just hardened, just caked in just foul
Filth.
remains of things, and you just can't get through the layer of I think detritus is a good word to describe it. Bonus action or anything?
You know, I would love to bonus action cast another spell, but I'm concentrating, so can.
Okie dokie. That'll bring us to Vilmar of the White Raven.
Vilma. Let's see. Okay. What am I gonna do? So I get advantage on here. I can move definitely here. And as Vilmar runs, not runs, but moves into position here, he's gonna yell out to the group because they don't really know that the other two were basically under control. He's gonna yell, "Leave the other two alone! They're innocents! Kill the hags!" And he looks down
Other
at
one.
Rogue. What's that? Well,
The other one.
the other one. This is all happening so fast, but
Sorry, he decapitated that fucker.
split him in half. And then he looks down at Rowan and goes, "Don't worry, my legendary warrior, I'll protect you." And he takes an attack roll at the hag by the fireplace.
Yeah, you know what they say? History is written by the winners.
Fuck. God damn it. What is bardic again? Bardic is you can add a 1d6.
Yeah, so you can add a
Yeah.
1d6, but before or after
to start
you make
before.
the roll. But before I tell you whether or not it hits. So if you want to roll bardic, you can.
Yeah, I am. I'm gonna use it.
Can you roll high enough to hit the green hag? 14 is not gonna do it.
Oof.
All right.
Unfortunate.
I'll do a second attack on her. That was good.
27 will hit.
Gonna hit.
And I'm also going to expel Divine Smite at the same
Ooh,
time.
buddy.
So it'll be the normal attack or damage plus Thunderous and Divine Smite. So this is the normal damage. And
Alright.
Where's Thunderous Smite?
This is gonna be a
Thunderous-
lot of fucking damage. Jesus Christ.
And Divine Smite.
That's like 2d8 because you're using what level spell are you using? I guess I should ask first.
I'm just going to use level 1. I'm not going to do level 2 yet.
Gotcha. So it's a 1d8 radiant.
It's 3d8.
3d8?
If I had used a level 2 spell, it would be 3d8. Just level 1.
Oh,
Level
okay.
1, it's 2d8.
so it's a 2d8 plus 1d8 for every level higher. Got it.
Correct. Yeah.
All right. Well, she's gonna do the strength save. Kelly hates games. Welcome in. Is the DM still called mommy in this world? I mean, I
Oh,
respond to
man.
anything, but that was the one shot. It's still the same world that took place in the same universe as this game did.
There you go.
Just in a different part of the planet. That's all. But yeah, if you want to call me mommy, that's weird, but go ahead. I'll respond to it.
He prefers Poppy. Poppy.
P-A-P-I? Poppy?
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
already got a poppy.
Good God.
Which makes her saving throws.
16 is going to save. I mean, the hags aren't like weaklings. They're actually fairly strong, so. All that old person hate just fuels their strength.
Bubbling up in their souls.
Get off my tavern lawn!
Young punks.
How dare you vote progressively?
Oh my god.
The coalition of Karens.
Oh my god.
This paladin hit me with a sword. I want to speak to your god. So you do a total, just in one hit, you do a total of 20, 30, wait, how much? Wait,
No.
15, 19,
29.
29 damage? Jesus
Holy
Christ.
shit.
Paladins, baby, they are spike damage.
She's still standing?
She is still standing, but she is massively injured at this point. Like, she could not withstand another attack like that. Like, she would be dead with one more attack of that magnitude. But I believe that is the end of Vilmar's turn. We will come up to this last guard, who is still going to fight Reshi. She
But
did
I was
something.
like threatening.
Yeah, but you're the one who's did the thing to the hag. And
Fine,
he's being
fine.
mind controlled by the hag. One attack, a 21 to spear you in the back because he's
Okay,
behind
okay.
you. For 3 piercing damage. He just like cuts
Weak
you.
thoughts.
He like cuts
So
you on
weak.
the back of your like tricep, just like off glancing blow off the side of your arm. You know, you're trained martial artist. You're used to fighting more than one people, even being flanked as you are. So you're keeping, you know, always on the move. And he's like a slow, sluggish, mind controlled kind of guy. Just lunge attacks with the spears, you know. So he'll do that. The green hag.
Wait, before Green Hag attacks, I'm just gonna do like the you know, where you put your 2 fingers up at your eyes and you point it back at the other guy. I'm gonna do that and turn around and do that. Like
Nice.
the heck.
And
Hell
then
yeah.
before she attacks, you're going to yell at her, "Come on, you wretched hag. Attack the light if you dare."
They're rather smart. Literally 2 attacks from you and you've almost killed her.
Come on. Don't be a chicken shit. Come on.
He really doesn't like hags. Like, it's just not on his cool list.
I mean, I am tempted to have her run away. I'm not gonna lie.
Run away!
She
Like-
can try.
She is very close to being dead. For now, she is going to go invisible, though. Over there. Ah, damn it. I didn't notice that she also has counterspell. I should have counterspelled your counterspell so that I could have fried you guys with lightning.
That would have been
Damn
great
it.
if you tried that, and then Quothe was like, "Counterspell."
I have the
And
best.
then the
Think of-
night hag would have been like, counter spell.
It's just been a chain, man, just back and forth.
I still would have won though. Damn. Shit, I didn't notice that. I'm mad that I didn't notice that. Oh well.
I think the art of my counter spell trumps all other counter spells, and it can't be countered.
Yeah.
Nope. Just a ring of counter spell that you in
But is it-
one moment of great alacrity made better than what it should do.
Oh no, is it a pinky ring though? Because then you can just dingle his pinky. Like, counterspell.
Actually, it's a
It's
toe
a
ring.
middle finger.
Oh, it's the middle
It's a
finger.
middle finger ring. Since Jovis hasn't seen it, maybe you should bring it on screen.
The ring is a middle finger. Like, is shaped just a middle finger?
Oh,
or
yeah.
is
Yeah,
on your
it
middle finger.
sure is.
Oh, it's shaped as a middle finger.
it shaped as a middle?
Can you see it? I think I brought it up. Or is that just for me?
Just
I
for
don't
you.
s- I don't see it.
All right.
It's in the list here. I see it. Okay, ring of counterspell. I see it. Okay, I
Green
hear you.
Hag is going to cast a spell here. He's gonna cast Phantasmal Killer on Quothe.
I don't think I like the name of that.
And I'm gonna Guardian.
Going to Guardian?
Stone Guardian.
Oh, Stone Guardian. That is Stone's Endurance. When you take damage, you can... yeah, okay.
Well, I mean, that's if
Sounds
she
good to
even
me.
hits you. You could get
Yeah.
lucky.
Roll. You have to roll a Wisdom saving throw. First of all,
Okay.
I'll put her back on the token layer because she reappears. Unfortunately,
Alright.
Tails' line of sight is blocked. You cannot counterspell this because you cannot see her regardless.
I have the highest wisdom rating in the whole party, so we're good.
Oh no, do you? Holy shit!
Whoa.
I'm getting shut down tonight, guys.
Whoa.
Coming in with a
about no?
hot nat 20, a critical
D&D
saving
locked.
throw. Let me see what happens here. On a failed save, becomes each of the targets. On a successful save, the spell ends. So, I literally think this is one of the few high-level spells that isn't half damage when you save. It is just, you literally just negated everything that this spell was going to do to you.
Dude, with that roll, I didn't even know she cast it.
Yeah, basically.
She's just in the
She's
side
just
room
like-
mumbling, angry.
Was she flipping
Yeah.
me off? What was she doing?
She was trying to manifest images of your deepest fears to do psychic damage
I
to you.
have none.
Yeah. She's like, she just mumbles to herself like, the idiot's too stupid to be even affected by my magic. Rowan, it's your turn because apparently I'm not gonna get to do anything in this combat except poke Reshi in the back with a spear.
And that guy's pissing her off one by one. He won't be around much longer if he keeps at it.
God. You know, I stay up until 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning to plan these cool adventures, and then you guys go and roll well and ruin everything for
Yeah, one night we're gonna die on bad rolls. It's gonna be like, damn it.
and that'll be my
So
day to shine.
she's visible again, right?
She is, but I don't know if you can see her. I mean, you might be able to.
I mean, I have dash, right? Can't
Yeah, you could see. You'd like see half of her through the door there. Like, there's a. Oh, what's going on there? So yeah, she's there. You can sort of see like how it like
see a little bit of
crosses
her,
the door, but yeah, you'd be able to see like, see like that half of her down there.
Throw a dagger.
I'm gonna run to her.
Okay.
I'm gonna run to you.
He's like, ah!
And do the dagger again.
Oh,
Ooh, there you go.
Ooh,
You're gonna
the
hit now.
20. As you hit this, hag, you feel a magic energy well
Oh,
up
no.
within the dagger. You have two options. You can expel the energy, or you can try and weave your own magic into it and overcharge this magical effect. You don't know what it is.
What do you mean by that?
You don't know what it is. You feel there's some sort of magic ability that this dagger has, and you might be able to overcharge it with like just your ability to use magic. Like you are someone who knows how to use magic, so you can try like overclock
like
this
an-
weapon.
Making like a arcane. Like,
No, just a choice. It's literally just
Yeah.
a choice. Tell me, you just
Or
want to
try to
you want to
overtake it.
use the weapon normally, or do you want to try and be more powerful with it?
So your dagger has the Care Bear stare, basically, right now.
Oh, okay. All right. I mean, he doesn't know what it does, so just
Mhm.
fire away with it. How often does he use a blade anyway?
Yeah, I
He's
don't know.
also trying to show off. Because
Trying
he
to show
still
off.
hasn't.
All right.
He's trying to show the new guy how badass he is with the sword
Very
or with the
cool.
blade.
I cast bad acid.
All right.
Exactly.
So
So he's gonna go full hog, as they say.
This is the first time he's hit anything to it. So
before you before
This
you
is
roll
the second
damage,
time
because
I've
you're
hit
gonna
something. Thank you very much.
before you
No,
roll
since you've been around,
damage.
yes, this is the first time.
Yeah.
So I want to really just like if
Yeah.
I
You
wanna
really
get
want to
him
pop
go
off
for
on
it.
something that he can't
Yeah.
see because he's behind a wall, but cool.
Damn it, he'll hear of it.
So before you roll damage, I need you to roll a D100. If you roll anywhere between a 1 and a 10, something not so great is going to happen because you're trying to overcharge this thing, but if you roll an 11 or higher, you're fine.
A D100.
Yeah, a D100. There's a 10% chance.
Good odd here. Yeah.
Nice.
893. You're great. All right, you learn the magical properties of this weapon. It is a dagger of frost. It is a 1d4, stabbing dagger. That also does 1d6 of cold damage.
Oh, yeah.
You have overclocked it to do 2d6, and you avoid shattering one of the 2 gems that give its magic power by
That would've been bad.
overclocking this thing. This thing's not meant to be overclocked, but you're
Well,
a,
you
you're
know
a magic
me.
user.
I'm a gamer. That's what happens.
You're also you're a chaotic magic user at that.
Just
Does
a
it happen
magic
every
user, huh?
time.
So you can roll 1d4 piercing damage and 2d6 cold damage. Total of
Oof.
7. It's a dagger. It's not meant to be like super powerful, but hey.
7 points is pretty good for a dagger.
It's
Actually.
damage, exactly.
Yeah.
It's damage.
7 is pretty good for a dagger. That is true. But yeah, you've learned the properties of this dagger of frost. And you don't destroy it in
Sorry.
the process. Any bonus actions?
I guess cast. Is everybody good on health?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
at 26 of 38. I'm doing all right.
Okay.
Being
Um,
facetious.
No, I'm not. I'll probably die next time. That's okay.
I'm good, Kappa.
Go ahead and cast healing word on Reshi.
You would have to. I don't think you can see Reshi.
You don't think I can see her?
No, it's
She's
fine.
behind a
It's I
wall.
wasn't being facetious at all. It's fine. I'm totally
Okay,
fine.
well then I'll
Bounce
just...
it off my pec.
Nice.
Hey,
I'm just gonna use retreat again.
Okay, expeditious retreat. Dash as a bonus action. She's gonna try and do something to you as you run away.
Thought she was on death's door.
She
Yeah,
ain't
that
worth
doesn't-
shit. She ain't gonna succeed.
16
maybe.
as she tries to make a claw attack against you.
She hits.
She
AC
deals
15.
9 slashing to you
Ouchie!
as you run away.
Jeez.
She slashes you right across the butt. And
My
she
butt.
she says if there's one thing I can do before dying here this day, it's to ruin one of your good assets. You beautiful bastard. You're everything that's wrong with this world.
That's the truth.
She's
The
not
whole
wrong.
time she's giving this monologue.
Reshi,
Let's go.
you still have advantage on everything that you can do.
Oh, I
On
can roll
this-
advantage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all of your attacks, because this Night Hag is still stunned until the end of this turn for you. So all
Okay,
of your
skip
attacks will have advantage, and on top of that, you can still do a stunning strike on one of your things and continue to keep her stunned. If you
Yes,
know
I
she
plan to do that. Yeah. I'm gonna do my regular attack and then I'm gonna do the stunning.
Yeah, so you can still you can make any of them stunning strikes. It just happens. It's a key thing that
Okay.
you do. So what it's a Constitution save, I think.
Is it? Do I need to roll
Okay.
Constitution? Oh,
No,
for her.
I think I roll Constitution save.
Okay, I'm gonna
be
do that on
stunning.
my attack there with the stunning strike.
I think she passes that one.
Okay.
She's not gonna be stunned for this for the next
This one.
round.
Okay.
Yeah, but you still have one more
You can
flurry
still
of
try and
blows
knock her
attack.
down.
Yeah,
Remember
you can try
your-
and knock her with your flurry of blows for free. You have 1 key point left after this, though.
Yeah, I know I can use my key yet because I'm pretty sure she's gonna do something.
Well, you used Stunning Strike as 1 key point. Flurry of Blows is 1 key point. You used both of those last turn. You flurried
Yes.
of blows here and did a Stunning Strike here, so that's 4 out of the 5. You have key
Yes.
equal to your level.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Uh,
keep that one just in case because she's still alive, so I'm assuming she's gonna come after me after this.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna
But you still have 1 more flurry of blows attack, and you still have 2 more normal attacks, since
without
you have,
using the key.
without using any key. Yeah, because you have haste. Haste gives you another full attack action.
That's awesome. Okay.
And remember, flurry of blows gives you 2 unarmed strikes. Every time you flurry of blows,
Gotcha.
it gives you 2 extra attacks. So you still have the 1 flurry of blows. Holy hell.
Okay.
Jesus Christ. Okay. And you have advantage on that.
Yes, I was
but
rolling advantage on that. Yes.
22, 26, 23, 26, 26, 20. They all hit. Are you trying to like knock her prone or like push her away from you with either of your flurry of blows attacks? Is your open hand technique you can just do that? That's no resource required.
Yes,
to
I want to
use
knock
open
her
hand.
prone then, so she can't do anything.
Just punching the crap out of her.
I mean, she's not
that
dead.
is-
Can we
I
not
have a
ignore
lot
the
of hit
fact?
points.
She's a lot stronger than the green one.
Yeah.
Can we not ignore the fact that you're beating up an old lady? You're beating an old lady to the ground.
Yeah, just punching the shit out of
All
her.
right, so she needs to
She's
make
a mean old lady.
She's gonna learn today. That's what's gonna happen.
you make a dexterity saving throw to avoid being tripped to the ground here. I have to beat a 13. Got a 19. She's
Damn.
not on the ground. You have 2 flurry of blows attacks, so you could try and trip her again if you want.
Are
You
just
can
doing
do that on
flurries?
both of
Do
your
it.
attacks. Yeah.
Yeah, you can keep doing it.
You can knock her prone, or you don't get another flurry of blows attack. It just you have
I was wondering. Okay.
you make
So yeah.
every time you flurry of blows, you get 2 unarmed strikes, and on each of those, you can either try and trip them, try and push them, or prevent them from doing reactions. You have 3
I'm
options
just-
with your open hand
okay.
technique.
I'm just gonna go with the knock prone on those and see if I can do it.
Gotcha. All right, so roll another dex. Nope, I rolled 20 on that one. All right. Well,
Yep.
hey, you have a lot of stuff that you can do. So
Yeah.
either way, with all of those attacks, 17, 27,
Forgot the last
30,
one. Sorry, I misunderstood.
5, 40, 48, and I think 49, because I think you click damage twice on one of those. 49. Yeah, I'll take the 6 instead of that 5. 49 points of damage. Again, you're just literally just bludgeoning the ever loving shit out of this old, disgusting old lady. She's very old, just super old. She 110% could not survive another round of blows like that, but it is now the Night Hag's turn.
Oh
That says
She is mad. She's
no. I'm
very
scared, y'all. I'm scared. Do I
I'd like
still
to-
have the +2, or is my haste over?
mad. No, you're good. That's 10 rounds. We've only
Yeah.
done
Okay,
like
good. So
3.
I'm
you've
still
only,
okay.
literally this is the second round, I think.
Second round, yeah.
Yeah, 'cause it's 10 rounds equals 1 minute, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Haste is an awesome spell.
I love it.
Is scroll using the scrolls you gave me? Is that a bonus action or is that a normal action?
I don't know. That'd be asking the DM on that one.
Reading from a scroll is whatever action the spell on the scroll is.
So that'd be action for those.
Interesting. So it says here, Ray of Enfeeblement is a ranged weapon attack on the one part of the character sheet, but it's listed under spells, and I think it is a spell. It's interesting. This. They have different powers, and I didn't open the character sheet last time, so. All right, here we go. That's not cool. She's going to upcast, I think, if I can. Yeah. She's going to upcast Phantasmal Killer
What the
on
fuck?
Reshi as a 6th level spell.
I'm sorry. There is nothing I can do about this.
Well,
You
it
can
was fun
you
playing
can
for
try
guys.
and you can roll off. You can do a counterspell roll off.
I don't have a 3rd level spell slot to do it. I only
Oh,
have
Okay,
2.
can I do
Hold on.
counterspell then?
You can. So you're gonna use your ring?
Yep.
Okay, so like I said before, she also knows counterspell, so she counterspells your counterspell and still casts the spell.
It's worth a try.
You need to roll a DC 14 Wisdom saving throw, Reshi.
You have advantage on all dexterity. Sorry, not wisdom. Yeah.
Womp womp.
Do I just roll wisdom or what?
Wisdom saving throw, so it'll be in that box above your
Top
skills.
box? Yeah.
Yeah, above your skills column. I think monks might be.
That's not gonna do
12
shit.
does not save. You see, and only Reshi sees this. You see the night hag multiply once, twice, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The room is filled with night hags, and they descend upon your friends. There is nothing you can do. You have failed to protect your allies as you see their bodies being torn asunder by the teeth and the claws of the night hag. You take 28 points of psychic damage.
So dead.
Not dead. You're at 0 HP.
Okay.
Pretty sure 28 isn't gonna.
26.
Yeah. So yeah, you fall to 0 HP because we don't do negative in 5th edition. You're unconscious. On your next turn, you'll be making a death saving throw. That is, unless someone heals you before then. But that hag, super pissed at everything that you've just been
Obviously,
beating
yeah.
the shit out of her. She is not happy. That, I think, unless... Dude, okay, nope, that doesn't say that that is an action of any kind. She's going to disappear. And now it's Quothe's turn.
Okay.
As she disappears, she says, "The nightmares will come for you all."
I'm going to give Reshi or feed her a healing potion.
Yep, you can do that.
What's
So,
the roll
healing?
for it?
A regular healing potion is 2d4 plus 2. So 7 HP. Especially you are brought back at 7.
Now, is that a bonus action?
That is an action to
action.
do it to somebody else. It's a bonus
Okay.
action to just chug it yourself. But the rigmarole, whatever that word is, to feed it to someone else, typically by pouring it in their mouth and then rubbing their throat like you would to get a dog to swallow a pill. It's more involved than just popping a cork, sticking a potion in your mouth, and throwing it back as you continue to fight.
Okay, so that means all I have left is a bonus action or movement, right?
We'll move and a bonus action, yeah. If your bonus actions work. Like,
Okay.
I think like the polearm master thing might be one of those that's worded like if you attack with a polearm, you can smack with the back end. In which case you would not get that on this turn. But read your feat. Like I don't have it memorized.
Well, I mean, yeah.
You could rage again.
I can't because I'd have to use a bonus action to get rid of my current rage, wouldn't I?
I think it's a free action to stop raging and a bonus action to rage. Again, I don't play barbarian, so I don't know.
Okay, so Yeah, it only works on an attack, the bonus action. I'm going to nope, I can't. Okay, I'm going to move. I can move 40 now, right?
Yes, because barbarian speeds.
That's his book, boy.
Okay, so if I move here, it's 35. Okay, let's do that.
Okay.
30. Okay, I'm going to rage. Use my free action on rage and then rage again.
Gotcha. That's an 8 this time. A beam of brilliant light lances from your chest in a 5-foot wide, 60-foot long line. Each creature in the line must succeed a con save or take 2d8 radiant and be blinded until the start of your next turn. But I do believe there's literally a wall. Yeah, there's walls blocking you from
Okay,
everything.
I don't know where that other one wandered to, so I'll just shoot it north.
Gotcha. You fire your beam north, it shatters that window, shatters the window in the barn that just happens to be lined up with it, and smashes into this wall over here in the barn. But you don't hear the screams and cries of any creatures.
Okay.
Back out just a little bit so you can see the whole map
The damn
still.
Osrynn Tales keeps crashing, so I'm trying to get back in.
Dang.
Just reopen the tab.
That'll bring us to the top of the round though. Tail. You just saw Reshi nearly die, and the hag is invisible right now.
Tail is less than happy. Tail's gonna move here to the middle of the room. So you can see this hag right through the doorway over here.
Yeah. She'll have partial cover, like half cover, because you're short and there's a bar and a Rowan in the way. But you can kind of see her, yeah. So she basically gains a +2 to her AC.
I am going to cast Chromatic Orb again, second level at her. And I'm going to burn my DM Inspiration for advantage.
Get that advantage, boy.
They're both 12s. 18.
18 is not enough.
Wow.
With the half cover of the bar and Rowan with her AC +2, that is just shy.
Rowan, you
Just
fat
shy.
ass. Get out of the way next time. That's the end
You're
of my turn.
trying to Neo that chromatic orb and like curve it around Rowan, you know? And you curve it just a little bit too much, and it smacks into this wall just in front of her instead of curving around and hitting her. That'll bring us to Vilmar of the White Raven.
Let's see here.
I think she's
If
probably...
you do what you did last turn, Not even that much, honestly. You could kill either of those hags. I mean, you'd have to find the one that's invisible.
Well, the problem is I can't get to her, can I? I only can go 30 feet for human. And that's going over the bar.
Yeah, over the bar and through Genie would be difficult terrain. So you'd be able to get there. Yeah, you can get there with 25 feet. You're only
25
losing
feet?
5 feet of movement for the difficult terrain, yeah.
Reshi, how much HP are you missing?
I'm at 7 of 38.
7 of 38.
Yeah, you're fine. You can get there.
Counter spell.
Um,
Don't trust the DM.
I feel bad doing it to you, but I did mention that they had counterspell earlier in the night, so.
No, I'm glad that you did, yeah.
It's worth using my counter spell even though I lost it to try to save her life, in my opinion.
Yeah?
I'll move there.
I mean, it's one of those things, right, of like, Quothe wouldn't know that she has counterspell.
Okay, so let's see if we can finish this chick off here. Okay, to attack. 20,
Well, that's gonna hit.
and then I'm going to expel
Can he do it?
Yes,
Uh,
you can.
another divine smite also. At level 1.
Well, I'll definitely increase his chances.
So that's that, and then thunder smite, and now divine smite. Oop, did it not roll?
That's a lot of
Oh.
smites.
There we go.
I wish,
Hmm.
Janie, you should watch a crap guide to D&D, and then every time Villamar smites, you need to do Joe Cat's smite.
Alrighty, and so that hit her. So I guess I'll just attack her again. Make sure she's
You
dead.
don't even need to do that.
She
First
did.
battle on stream. 14's gonna miss anyway. But first battle on stream. First kill on stream. Vilmar,
First blood.
how do you want to do this?
How
How do you
wasn't
end
prepared for
this
such-
hag's pitiful existence?
Palmer party.
pummel party?
I thought
Everybody
you
jump
said-
on her!
I thought you said pommel, like he was just gonna pommel strike her to death.
Oh, that too.
That old
Beating her
bitch
in the
here.
head.
Lays
Beat
on
that
top
old
of her
bitch.
and pam.
I heard
Jeez.
pillow party, and I was like, "What is he gonna smack her with a pillow full of bricks?"
Yeah.
So Vilmar just runs in to, I don't know if it's like the kitchen area or something, and or for the dining hall. He
It's
runs
like a
up.
private dining room, yeah.
He will just
The champagne room.
smack her with the shield, and he spins around and just stabs her through the chest with her sword. It says, "That ends your filth, you nasty hog." Pulls the sword out. That's pretty much it.
You like pull the blade from the hag's chest, and she says, "There are always more. Beauty will die in this world."
You smell like fish.
She probably smells like rancid fish.
He just kind of kicks her. Shut up. Can I use? I'm sorry, I need to read something real quick. Divine sense. That's an action. Okay. As a bonus action,
Mhm.
I'm going to make sure I can do it here. Bonus action 60 feet. I'm going to cast level 2 healing word on Reshi.
Oh. So Such a sweetheart.
Let's see if you
I
can
just-
see. There's a wall here. You cannot see her.
Maybe not.
Oh, can't see her.
Yeah, not through the wall and Rowan's fat
Rowan.
ass who's still standing there.
Damn you, Rowan.
Half of it was chunked off. I'm just saying.
Jeez.
Half of it was chunked off.
Well, then that would be, I think, the end of Vilmar's turn.
Yeah, because you can't move any. You can't like move back because you use your movement to.
Yeah,
get
use my
there.
full movement. Yeah.
Unfortunate. Will bring us to the guard's turn. Who is still loyal to the hag. The hags. He's going to stab Reshi once more. The 5 and miss. Which brings us up to the guy who's getting in everybody's way. Rowan Gene.
It takes one step.
Yeah, just like one step to the north. He's like, all right, I'm no longer in the way.
You can stand on the dead body. I didn't leave much there.
One step out of the doorway. I'm going to. Let's see here.
Is a good tactic. Not gonna lie.
I am going to.
Wombat rating with a party of 5. Welcome in, everybody. Rowan is trying to decide what he's doing. This party, the party discovered that hags were running in a roadside inn, trying to corrupt people and do bad things like hags like to do. Our new party member, Vilmar, just stabbed one through the chest and murdered it. And the other hag is invisible somewhere. Very injured, nearly dead. And one of the two guys they had mind controlled was cut in half by Quothe. And this other mind controlled guard just tried to stab Reshi to no avail.
I'm going to take a flask of fire, alk fire, and I'm just going to randomly throw it in a direction. I'm thinking somewhere like over here.
Okay.
I'm just going to throw it over here.
Now, Alchemist Fire is what? It's just a 5-foot square, right?
I think so. Let me see here.
Don't block the door. I'm gonna run out of it. I'm leaving this
A
bitch.
1d4 at the start of each turn. You can throw the flask up to 20 feet, shattering it on impact. Make a ranged attack against a creature or object, treating the alchemist fire as an improvised weapon. On the hit, it takes a 1d4. Creature has to make a DC 10 dexterity to extinguish it.
All right. Well, it sounds like it only targets one thing, so
Yeah.
let's say it's a
Did I
5
hit?
foot.
Did I hit anything?
You hit a chair.
Well,
Fucking chair. You. It
that chair
had it
needs to
coming.
do a DC save.
The chair
Very
was
menacing
evil.
chair.
That is not the square that the night hag was in, unfortunately.
well, guys, I tried.
You set a chair and part of a carpet on fire. It is now burning.
Oops.
Carpets are evil in this game.
Let me cast Healing Word on Reshi.
Thank you.
Reshi heals for another 6. And it is now her turn, unless Rowan wants to move more.
Reshi, you can move 80 feet, by the way.
Oh, dude, I'm getting out of here. I'm not even gonna mess around. You guys got this.
She just bolts and
Well,
just
don't-
rolls this hag into a wall.
Yeah, I'm getting
I
out of
wouldn't
here.
run too far because you might run right into her.
Don't tell the DM that.
I hope
Well,
you just tackle this bitch on the
I
way
don't-
out.
Nothing he says is gonna matter because I know exactly
got
where the hag is. I know what's going on.
I just don't want you to be too far from us.
Run home. Just give up. Go home.
No.
Give up. Go home. Roll a new character. Rachel comes back next week as a I don't know, like a cleric.
No.
A berserker.
But not a life cleric, but like a war cleric.
Yes.
She comes back as a war mage.
Yeah.
The vendetta.
Okay, so I'm gonna leave if that's possible. If I don't run into the sea hag,
Oh. Figure out
Yes.
your path.
unless you guys think I should do something else. Like I want some opinions. I'm gonna ask my friends that can hear me.
I would move out of line of sight somewhere so that it's harder to target you. And
Well, in tabletop, if she moves, is she gonna get attacked by the
That's
guard?
what I'm afraid of.
You could frost breath in a direction.
I was thinking about doing
there's a
that.
cone.
It's a 15-foot cone though, and I doubt she went far from me.
Like how we've tried to heal. Yeah, she
No, I'm gonna
twice.
hit Jeannie if I cone. I'm not gonna do that.
It's okay. He'll understand.
I can handle it.
He is a
Actually, I'm gonna
legendary warrior.
Truth.
I'm gonna cone breath at the You know what? I'm gonna
You can
hit
do
this
my
guy.
job.
I still have health. I can hit this guy. I'm gonna attack this little dude right here. Do I need to move closer or can I hit him from where I'm at?
No, I'm pretty sure your range of
Wait, which guy? This guy?
The guy that's still alive, yeah. Unfortunately, I mean I just feel like
Yeah.
he's gonna keep hitting me if we don't, yeah.
Can
Yeah,
you
you can-
disengage some action? Not
She
get
can.
attacked?
I think she can disengage as a bonus action.
Because then she
Step of
doesn't
the
get
wind?
attacked.
Yeah, she can spend one key point and disengage as a bonus action with Step of the Wind. Or she can just disengage as a full action and still move 80 feet because of the haste spell.
Yeah, you do have an extra action, which we have been
So-
using as an attack, so you could use it just to disengage free and then treat a normal turn.
Yeah.
So should I leave then?
It's up to you.
You can do whatever you want.
You want
What
to punch
if the
that dude in the
guy
head, or
falls
do you want to run?
Well,
All I
say
can say is that the Night Hag's turn, the Night Hag moves and does her thing right after you go.
I know that's what I'm
She's
afraid
next
of.
in the initiative order, and she's currently invisible. You don't know where she went.
Well, you know,
I
Vilmar
do,
said
but
the
I'm not
guy's
gonna
scared,
tell you.
So, I don't know.
All right, I'm gonna attack this guy, and then if this is my last hit, then I'm going out with a bang, right?
Okay.
Well, if you get near Vilmar, I can heal you by just touching.
That's
Wait,
a
touch,
good
touch.
idea. But
You
your
can do
turn
that
is
too.
not. It's gonna be after the sea hag.
Why don't you just
I-
use a healing potion?
It's a Night Hag.
I think I'm out.
No, because we all got shared 4 between us. with
Jeannie has
Jeannie.
I thought Genie shared them.
Yeah,
like,
I thought he shared
Did
4
he?
with everybody. and
everybody,
left
yeah.
it.
I did. I handed it for each.
Okay, I'm gonna take a regular healing potion. That's an action though, isn't it?
That's one of your.
Okay, what
Uh,
do I have to roll
It
for
is
that?
it is a bonus action. Bonus action
you're
to
a
drink
cleric.
one yourself.
So I'm gonna
uh,
attack and then I'm gonna take a bonus action to heal.
Yeah, that works.
Okay, going after this dude right here.
Yeah. That means you can't flurry this turn.
Gotcha. Just 2 regular monk unarmed.
Right. But then you also have haste, so you do 2 more normal attacks anyway. Uh,
1 hits.
neither of those are actually gonna hit this guy.
No.
He's wearing armor.
Yep, he's higher. Okay.
You get 2 more, don't you?
Yep. Yeah, you're hasted, so you can take another full round of like 11 and 13. None of them are gonna hit.
Okay, bonus action. I'm gonna take the healing potion. What do I have to roll for that?
2d4 plus 2.
2d4.
Yeah, this guy's wearing like half
Just a
plate.
2d4,
And
yeah.
you just like punching the metal and stuff. And you're like, I
Right.
can't get to his nerves because he's wearing metal on his skin.
Oh, you got it. Yeah, you're right.
4, 2 plus another 2, so another 8 healing. For that healing potion. I'm
Okay.
just gonna, unless you want to move away from him and risk getting hit.
No, I'm good.
That'll take us to the night hag's turn. Night hag is going to pop back to the material plane.
Oh, I'm so glad I didn't go out the door.
It's you would have gone through her. She was actually not invisible. She was on the ethereal plane.
Okay.
Basically, she was like a ghost. You would have been able to move. She could move through objects and stuff. Her invisibility thing was slightly different than the green hag's invisibility. But she's going to turn to Rowan, and she's going to say, "Thank you so much for the present, dearie. But it seems as though you've all destroyed our operations here. So, if my plans are going up in flames, then so shall you."
Is that really one square off smacking her?
Literally 1 square off smacking her. She sucks this fire off of the surrounding chair and rug that are on fire, using it to fuel a fireball spell. She's going to cast at let's say, well, she's used her level 6 spell slot, so I can't do that. I'm gonna cast it at a level 5 spell. So I need, let's see here. Fireball is, I think, a 20-foot. It's a 20-foot
It's a sphere. Yeah.
radius. It's a 20-foot radius sphere. She's
Hold
gonna
on,
cast
hold
it
on,
on the.
Hold on. Aux Fire has a range increment of 5 feet. A direct hit, I didn't hit, but every creature within 5 feet of the point where the flask hit takes 1 damage of fire from splash.
She was on the ethereal plane. She wasn't on the material plane to even get hit.
Well, shit. Okay.
But if it makes you feel better,
Drop her 1 HP.
-1.
I just thought it would have been really cool for me to throw some shit and just randomly hit her.
It would be. It really would have been.
Fireball.
I mean, I
So,
wouldn't have hit her anyway. But
Just
it's fine.
some inside baseball. This hag had it was an invisibility that she could just do, and it like covered up where she walked, but she was still physically on the material
This other
plane.
one's on a different plane.
This one, because she's like realms of dreams and madness and stuff, her invisibility was it's not the spell etherealness, because it doesn't say that it takes an action to do, but she can just teleport into the ethereal plane on her turn, which basically is like the plane between worlds. So it's not quite the material plane, but it's not quite any other of the outer planes. She can like still see the material plane, but she can't interact with it, and you guys can't interact with her, and you can't see her. But she is going to 20-foot radius from this point. It wraps around corners. So
She's gonna square it on me.
Nope, she's putting it right here.
Are you serious?
I am indeed. This is gonna be literally like that big, I think.
It's a
Just-
DC 14 save to take half damage.
Yeah. 20 foot. Oh,
Oof.
you should go to the.
I'm going to use Bardic, please. Yeah. So I have a 15. I can make that work at least.
So it should go to there. Should go to there. It should go to. The fireball is huge, by the way. Where's the other handle? There we go. That is the actual size of a fireball, by the way.
Wow.
It goes around corners, and it hits literally like anybody in that range. So, yeah, her whole thing is like, fuck it. You destroyed my plans. I'm gonna fucking burn everything to the ground.
Well, guys, I maybe fucked this up.
Can you cut
She
any
was
words?
she was gonna fireball on this turn anyway, just so you know, if
Can
that
do
makes
the
you
cutting
feel any
words?
better.
I mean, she rolled damage yet?
Yeah.
Yes.
Then no.
So what do we take damage wise?
You have to roll a dexterity saving throw first before.
Reshi, you have advantage.
I do.
Reshi will pass 17.
Yeah.
Volmars fails with an 8. We need one from Rowan. We need one from Tail.
I already sat here and rolled. I got a 13, then I used my Bardic to get a +2, and I got 15 total.
15. All right. So with a 15 and a 17, Tail and Reshi, you take half that damage. So instead of 34, you take
12? No. 8, 15, 16, 17?
17.
17, yeah.
17. I can
am
math, I
down.
swear.
I can
Uh,
math.
You take 17, Reshi and
17.
Tail. Yeah, because
20
34 half.
27.
That's
Yeah,
27
she
and
casted at a higher level, dude. 7 plus 27 is 34. But halved,
Ooh.
because you saved at a 15, is 17.
And I'm glad I took that healing potion.
Right? Vilmar and Rowan, you take the full 34 fire damage.
I'm
The fire
down, yo.
disappears. It's just like a thing. The building is like burnt and like, you know, it's not a very good like place to be anymore. And at the end of her turn, because it he's going to run the fuck away.
Ah,
You can get to about there. That is K Money. K Money, you just see, you hear like a loud explosion. You see like a bright light happen. You hear lots of screams and pain. Oh yeah, I forgot
the-
this guy.
Is the guard dead? Yeah, okay.
That guy died. Sorry. He did.
Okay.
so
the
who's
guard's
down?
dead.
Jeannie and
Jeannie and
Tails?
Tails are down.
No, I'm not down.
Okay.
You're not down? Okay, so
Is Genie down?
Yeah, Genie's unconscioso.
the fight's pretty much over because I don't think the hag's re-engaging, so I could run to Genie and piss to put the fire out, or
Go catch her and kill her.
I'll give him that healing potion.
I think you could run literally. I mean, but you can't. You don't have like action surge or anything.
Too bad you don't
I
have
say
a
you
teleport.
can like run out of here. Yeah, you can like watch where she's running.
can I actually move that far?
Cause yeah, you can move 40 feet. so you can dash as your action and move twice your normal speed. I don't know. Do barbarians have anything where they can dash as a bonus action?
I don't know. I don't think so.
they do. No.
Okay, so if I run out the door... Okay, I'm going to run out the... Well... 1 second here.
Shit. I got an idea of something I can try.
Yeah, you don't have any dash abilities.
Do we know how much HP she has left?
Nope.
You
You guys will never know a specific number, but you know she's like very injured. Like
I mean,
she
Rushy
ain't-
put like what 40 something points or more.
I had a
Yeah.
lot into her. I did like 80, I think. Maybe 60 something.
So she has to be close.
She's got to be low.
The only thing I can think of to do would probably kill the cat, too.
No,
Hmm.
kill a cat.
I'm just going to go to Genie and give him another healing potion.
Okay.
Because I'll end up killing the cat, then all shit will break loose. Can I reach him?
Yeah, you can reach him.
Okay. I give Genie Bra that sweet, sweet mother's milk straight from my nipple.
Thank you.
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
Oh, Max, 10 HP.
maybe it did really come from you.
That's some good
Awesome.
movie notes.
I've been saving that.
Tail, can you finish this off and prevent this hag from running amok in the world of the Osrynn Tales?
I can, actually. I'm going to run my full movement. And I'm going to cast Sleep at 2nd level at her,
Ooh.
Nice.
Oh, interesting.
which is 7d8.
Okay.
12 plus 8, 20, 23, 28, 28 plus 6, 34.
So you see this old lady. She's just running down the road. Running down, just plodding away like a little old woman. Just gotta get away. And then out of nowhere, just a wave of magic rushes over her, and she's like, ah! Face plants, skids along the ground for like 5 feet, and she's just sawing logs. Just
Yes.
dead asleep.
All right, who
Laying in
wants
the
to go kill
middle
her?
of the
Because it won't be
road.
me.
I think I could one-shot her.
Well, I'd go. I don't know if I could reach her, but
I can tell you she has less than 34 health. That's about it.
How long does
Yeah, I've
sleep
been doing the
last?
math.
Sleep will last 1 minute or
Oh, Jesus.
until
All right, yeah.
the creature is
Takes yeah.
damaged.
Damaged or woken up. Yeah, okay. So yeah, that'll be Vilmar. You're up.
You might
You might
want
not.
to heal somebody.
Well, it's either
I mean, at
She's
this
asleep.
point, you can just talk amongst yourself. Like, who
Take a long rest.
wants to try and get the
She's-
killing blow?
She's
on
out
this
cold
thing?
for a little bit. We might want to
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
surround her and start beating on her. for a
Yeah.
bit.
I mean, I can walk up to her and
Very bad,
attack
guys.
her. So.
Well, you don't have that much movement. It'd take you 2 turns. It'd take all of us 2 turns.
Yeah, but that's
Well,
fine.
like-
She's asleep for the next
She's
10
asleep.
turns.
Okay.
Yeah, she's not waking up for 10 turns. So it's like literally.
Remember, a turn is only 6 seconds, and a minute is 60 seconds.
Rowan.
I mean,
I mean, you could go over there, man. Everybody can like move over there. That's
we all can
that's
just-
not a big deal.
we all can just take our turns and see who kills her. Well, whoever kills her or takes her first will wake up on damage, right?
Yeah, but if you surround her, you got a good chance of preventing her from running.
That's also true.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
So do we want to wait until the beginning of the initiative order so we get to wail on her? So we wait until Quothe start this and then just wail on her?
Well, I mean, I can do.
You can power smite her ass?
Yeah, I mean, I have 2 level 2 slots left for Divine Smite, which would be 2 sets of 3d8 if I hit her both times, not counting the 1 round of Thunderous Smite. So I could put a whole lot of hurt on her if I hit.
It's very true. Very true. You guys want to give the new guy a go at it? What are we
Sure.
doing here?
Yeah, go for
if
it.
he wants- I mean, he was really adamant about this to begin with. I thought I was
Yeah.
getting laid.
Now the tables have turned.
What did he say? I didn't hear it. Cut out.
He said he thought he was getting laid, and then he just started fucking lighting hags on fire.
I blocked him, huh? I see blocked him, huh? I'm just gonna walk over there. I'm gonna take this shit.
Vilmar of the Cockblock Ravens.
27.
That's gonna
That's it.
hit.
And actually, she's supposed to roll an advantage too, ain't I? Because she's.
Yeah. See if you can crit fish. Why not?
I'll just roll. Click it again, I guess.
Yeah. 25.
Right
All
now.
right. So
First
14 base
and then
damage.
Thunderous Smite on that one.
Thunderous Smite.
And I'm gonna do Divine Smite at level 2, which gives me 10.
Minus 10.
And then I'm gonna attack her again.
Yep.
21.
21's gonna hit.
All right, and then another Divine Smite at level 2. That was a disappointment.
Vilmar's blade glows and burns with holy energy of his god, the Justicar, as he just wails on this thing and wails on it and wails on it. It gets to the point where Quothe and Rowan, you're pretty sure that this thing is dead, but Vilmar's just beating the shit out of a dead body at this point.
Just kind of
'Cause
letting it go. Like
That
"Yeah, it's
first attack more than killed this thing, and he's just beating the shit out of it. Evil shall not get a foothold here. It shall
And-
not win the day.
The last strike is the sword just into the ground, through her head into the ground, just
Hell
finish her
yeah.
off.
Luckily, you guys finished this fight off fast enough that with magic and stuff, you could stop this in from being completely burned to the ground and still have 4 beds, I think. I'm pretty sure these 4 beds in the corners did not get set on fire at all. So you could still sleep. You have 4 beds that you could sleep in for
Right.
the night.
So
the
can
other
we
ones are
claim
kinda
this
burned
inn
out.
as our own?
You can if you want to stay here and run an inn.
It sounds
Um,
like maybe we might have somebody in town that can take over that. Maybe we could take a percentage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, you're literally only a day a walk away from Reneus LNR if you want to, like... We can discuss that stuff during the week, though. But for now, I think this is a good place for us to say, through critical hits and critical fails, these are the Osrynn Tales. Thank you so much for playing, everybody. Thank you for watching, everybody. Let me see if I did the change to the Twitch command. Grouch Couch, crap! Oh no, you made it right at the end. we're oh no, man. Yeah, we were raiding. We just finished up, dude. We just finished up. It was an epic fight between our group and some hags in a roadside inn, dude. 7 p.m. Eastern, so 4 o'clock Pacific is when we start our D&D shows on Saturday nights. But I'm glad you made it, even for the end here, my friend. Welcome on in. The VOD will be up on the YouTube channel next week on Friday. So if you want to check that out, you can head over to the YouTube channel and you can like catch up on the episode there. It was a good episode. Where it's a little, a slow start to a new quest line. We didn't do anything like super deep into the quest. There was a lore dump at the beginning, kind of letting people know what the ruins that the group is heading towards is going to be what they're gonna do and all that stuff. They're heading towards a ruin dedicated to the goddess Tristiel, an elven goddess of the moon and magic in this world. It's actually a co-temple to Tristiel and the Justicar, and the Justicar is a human god. Let's say positioned within the human pantheon. The original Justicar was the god Torm. Although he is dead now and another god has taken his title as the Justicar. And this temple was built to the love between Tristiel and Torm, and it's something that the elves have tried to remove from history because the elves are like, our gods cannot fraternize with any other gods.
No way.
Kind of thing. But yeah, the VOD will be up on Friday at noon Eastern. This episode's recap video will be up on the YouTube channel next Saturday at noon. And, but yeah, guys, check out all those links that we put, up in the chat there. Jobus, are you streaming? As I don't have a link for you yet, but if you're still streaming, I can toss a link up for you as well.
I stream far and few.
But
I do.
Far between. That is
on Twitch. That's where
His mixer
it's
days
just
are over.
Jobus25, right? Or is there like an underscore?
Over.
Yeah, it's just 25. Yeah.
To be fair, so is everyone else's.
All right, hey. Oh no, that's twitch.tc, not twitch.tv. I can't spell tonight, guys. My bad. Second link. There you go. That's Jobus's channel. Follow everybody. We all stream from time to time. Genebra streams during the week. Chad plays video games during the week. Sangretti watches movies and talks about them on his channel on Monday nights. And tinder.tv /Jobus25 if you wanna spend some personal time with Jobus. And I stream on this channel right here that you are watching this game Monday, Tuesday, Thursdays, and Fridays during the week. I will be honest, my sleep schedule's been kind of messed up recently, and I've been streaming at night. But I do stream on those days as long as nothing gets in the way. Typically between 3 and 7, but if I'm not on between 3 and 7 Eastern, I will be on usually around 10 p.m. Eastern. But you can check out this channel here, follow us so you know when I'm going live. Come hang out with me during the week. I do art. I draw the recap videos on the streams here. And you can collect those channel points to use during the games all throughout the week. But for now, we're going to find someone to raid. Stick around. I have to run some credits real quick because I got to credit all the assets and the music that we use here. And yeah, stick around for the raid. We're going to find someone cool to raid, and we'll see you guys next week. Have a great night, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.